Sorry about that. My computer was not okay. But hey, welcome to the show, everybody.
Mixed up with a guy like me.
Thank you for being here.
I'm a loner, Daddy. A rebel.
Lies on the horizon. Sky is blue, no denying. News, the skyjack Morgan. Bright and early new dawn.
Every headline, every story gives your morning some glory. Stay informed, stay in tune as the day greets new bloom. Good morning headlines with Skyjack Morgan. Start your day just fine. Information for you, darling. Hot coffee in your cup. News to fill you right up.
Yes. The morning show you need to know. Oh, look at me with my beard and my haircut. That was last summer. Oh, look at me with the black belt. Look at me doing my ninja moves. Yes. Thank you for being a black belt member, Chris. Thank you for being a black belt member. Skyjack City Rebels, thank you so much for being here. Yes, 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 y'all. We don't stop. Oh yeah, this is the event of the century.
Unrealized revenue of that magnitude is nothing.
Thank
Look,
you so much
Gabe-
for being here, thank you. Join us on this daily ride with your morning side by side. God, we will flood. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes, sir, yes, sir. With your morning side by side. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you're alive. You're a beautiful human being, and I can't believe that we made it one more week. It's Friday. It's Friday, baby, and I know that you're happy to be alive because I'm happy to be alive, and I'm happy that you're alive. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Great balls of fire. Today we're going to do this show. It's May Day. May Day, May Day. I never knew why they say May Day. Why do they say... Why do they say May Day when the planes are going down? You know, it's a day of workers' solidarity. It's used as an international voice distress signal for life-threatening emergencies such as engine failure. Oh, it's the phonetic spelling of the French phrase Mayday. Oh, of course, Mayday is how Americans say Model, which is help me. Mayday is just an American accent trying to say help me. I'm glad I learned that today. Yes, Mayday is just an American saying Maldea. Saying that they want to have a new favorite thing. Look at this, I got a bot running. A bot, Stream Elements bot running. Learn how to customize this bot. Wow. I don't know that I had a bot running right now in this stream. We have a story about a bot that I can't wait to bring on because there's this famous streamer that was using an AI bot to give her more views, and it really sticks to me, man, because it's like, dude, I'm out here trying to like make a thing with YouTube and be a streamer myself, and the fact that there are famous people like using bots to artificially get views makes me sick to my stomach, because I'm out here like, oh yeah, I guess I'll just make sure that my audience likes me, and I guess I'll just really make sure that I'm entertaining and funny, and I hope that people like me. I hope that people find me. I hope the algorithm is nice to me. And meanwhile, the people who are successful are just cheating. Just using AI bots to figure out how to game the system. Brilliant. Brilliant. It just makes me feel stupid. Like, what the hell am I doing here, right, Paris Kitty? Sounds like my audio's not right. God damn it, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Fucking audio situation. If I could just get the audio situation right every time, then maybe people will like me and I won't be like, oh gosh, I wish I could get my favorite. I wish my favorite people would watch me. I wish I could be famous. I wish I could be famous. It's sorry, the monitor was working. Yeah, I fixed it. The monitor was working, so I didn't know. That's the thing that sucks. I can hear the sound going into the computer through the monitors, but I can't tell what you're hearing except unless I go into the settings, which clearly doesn't always work. Thank you all for being here. It's Mayday. It's Mayday. And I'm excited. So you guys didn't even hear my badass stylophone? I nailed it. I nailed the badass stylophone solo in the opening sequence. I nailed it. I nailed the solo in the opening for the show. Anyway, if you guys don't know, my name is Skyjack Morgan. I'm an independent news and culture commentator, free speech and critical thinking advocate. I'm so glad that you're here. This is the #1 news reaction show on YouTube. Here we go. Yeah, I know. Thank you. This is it, the Morning Sky Show. On Fridays, we do things a little bit differently. We like to spread it out a little bit because, we do politics. They're so serious Monday through Thursday. So on Fridays, I like to let my hair down a little bit as if I had a $250 million ballroom. That's how I like to roll on Fridays. I'm in the ballroom on Fridays, hanging out, watching some content that maybe you didn't always see. But I did want to say this is #1, y'all. It's happening. This is #1. It's #1. We're going to do this. There's a lot going on, and it's Mayday. So I wanted to just start off with this thing on Mayday. Mayday, here we go. Oh, by the way, I keep on getting complaints about how, not about my face or anything else. I get those too, but I get a lot of I got a lot of people who are telling me that they can't listen in the I think they said it in an English accent. They said, Sky, I can't listen to the #1 morning news reaction show on YouTube in the background of my YouTube app. Could you please also broadcast in horizontal orientation? And so I did. Right now we are broadcasting in glorious horizontal, glorious Panavision right now. I'm looking at myself in horizontal. I don't like it. I'm used to seeing the vert. But we are in horizontal now, so if you prefer to listen to me in the background and not see this beautiful mug, feel free hopping on the horizontal. Let me know you're there when you hop over. Let me know, hey, I'm watching on the Horizy, and so that I could see what you're up to. We're also broadcasting to Kick and Twitch, so if you see any weirdos in the scrolling sidebar of the chat, that's why. Yes. Exactly. Spending $1.30 for every $1 this administration collects is the way to go. I think that's how this YouTube channel runs. I spend $1.30 for every super chat that you send me. Please send me super chats. I can't afford StreamYard. We're changing things around here. Things are changing here at the Morning Sky Show. If you like what we do, if you like what's happening here, if you think independent media is important, please become a channel member and drop a penny in the bucket, because my goodness, when the collection plate goes around, when the collection plate goes around, please tithe, because it's going to get tough in here. Yeah. Oh, you're in the Horizy, man. That's right. She's in the Horizy. Paris Kitty. I called you Paris Kitty. 777. Paris Kitty 777's in the chat, and she's over in the Horizy orientation listening to me in the background because she can't stand the side of my face. She can't stand the side of this visage, this grim-visaged soldier. Anyway, I wanted to show you this thing that I found. I think it's 11 years old, something like that.
For millions of workers around the world, the 1st of May is their day. In the late 19th century, American labor unions were fed up. fed up with being overworked, in dangerous conditions, and with little pay.
That's the thing, man. People forget about how important labor is. And I'm going to keep on circling back to this. It's just a really quick video that I wanted to share because I think it's important to remember the workers. Are you working today or are you on strike? Today's the day you go on strike, by the way. Today's the general strike. Are you going to go on strike? I refuse to work for anybody but myself on May. On May 1st, I refuse to work for anyone else. Yes, I did see Scott Jennings tell Adam Mockler to get his effing hand out of his face. I did see that. Did you? What'd you think of that? Should I watch it? If you guys want, by the way this works, if you have anything that you want me to see, you could drop it in the community tab of this channel and let me know it's there, and I'll watch it. Here we go. You ready?
So in 1884, the Federation of Organized Trades and Labor Unions met in Chicago and had one major demand, an 8-hour workday. And on May 1st, 1886, over 300,000 American workers went on strike. 3 days later, thousands of strikers met in Haymarket Square, where a riot broke out between cops and workers. A bomb was thrown into the crowd, killing several people. It was called the Haymarket Massacre. And today, May 1st is known as International Workers' Day. While every country's workers have a different history behind May Day, they all commemorate those who have and continue to give their lives for workers' justice.
Way to go. That's how it works. You know, are you proud? Are you a proud laborer? You should be. Without you, we have nothing. If you took all the CEOs and you chopped off all their heads, nobody would even notice. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter at all. If AI replaced the 900 billionaires, wouldn't matter. Wouldn't matter at all. If you took the 900 billionaires, you put them on a boat, you took them all, put them all on a boat together on one of those big ocean liners that holds 6,000 people, like a luxury, you know, put them out there, 900 of them, and you left them out there for their rest of their lives, you never noticed. It wouldn't matter. But if the laborers, if all the dishwashers, if you put all the dishwashers on a boat and you sent them away, the world would grind to a halt. Being laid off makes it easy not to work today, Parallelist says. Oh, Parallelist, did you get laid off again? When did you get laid off? I'm sorry, Parallelist, but you know what? Fuck them. They don't deserve you, man. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. That's what happened there. You know, these assholes. It's just when someone lays you off, they don't deserve you. They don't deserve your labor. They don't deserve what you have to offer to the world. They're trash, man. They say, they always like, oh, you better look out for the company. The company will look out for you. They never look out for you. The second the going gets a little tough, they kick you out. They're not like, oh, we're family. As soon as they lose a penny on you, you're no longer family, you know. But you're only family when you are producing for them. If they can make money off of you and pay you as little as possible and make as much money as possible from you, then they love you like family. But the second you cost them a penny, damn, AI done took my job. Ding dang do. Oh no, Parallelist, god damn it. Parallelist, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm sorry. I wish I had money to hire you. I wish I had people that wanted to volunteer. You want to volunteer for a YouTube channel? And if we make $1 million, I'll give you a bunch of it. I'll give you I don't know how much you want. It's all make believe money right now. I'll tell you what, help me build the channel and I'll split however much you want, whatever you want. Give you whatever we make. I'll give it to you. It won't matter to me. I just want to be famous. Ding dang do. Corporation ain't your friend. You ain't in a family. AI took his job. God damn it, these AI sons of bitches, these fucking robots. I've been playing this game Pragmata because it's all about killing the AI bots. I'm really enjoying it. These
Gaming industry layoffs are
these bastard AIs, and they're laying off people all over. Rockstar Gaming just laid off a bunch of people, and these sons of bitches, man, they're like, oh, the Rockstar, they're not gonna, GTA 6 is delayed. Oh, they laid off 50 people, and they can't get the game out. Well, you guys leaked something, so we're gonna fire 50 of you. You tell me 50 people were involved in the leak? 50? No, that was an AI layoff for using excuses. God damn it. These bastards, man. These goddamn clankers are taking all our jobs, brah. I can't stand it. Good luck finding a new job, Parallelish, says Everett Tauscher. That's nice. See, solidarity. We need solidarity today. I say build your own thing. But, do your own thing. Do whatever you want to do. But, I think building your own thing is way cooler. I can't work for another. I just can't do it, man. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I might just I might start thinking about, if I got to go work for some other asshole again. Jesus. I don't know, man. I don't know. We can't do it. Can't do it. Clankers. Clanka, are you hard R qualified? I am a hard R qualified. I'm against them robots. I don't care how they feel about it. I don't care how. I used to love the AI stuff, man, and then I'm like, oh no, it really is gonna come kill us all. At first, I was like, oh, this is fun. I like making little music, and I like NFTs, and I like all this fun stuff. I like all this AI stuff. It's really fun. And then I'm like, holy shit, this is fascism. This is the aesthetic of fascism. We're not going to get away from this. This won't bode well for any of us. Oh, shit. John Lewis walked the Edmund Piteous Bridge and got struck in the face heavily. He did. That is what happened to John Lewis. God rest his soul. Thanks, I got a decent severance, so I'm going to chill for a bit. Nice. Severance is tight. Have you seen the show? The show is pretty good too, Severance. It tells you all about how you're not family, that the corporations are taking your soul. Anyway, one of you guys one of the Sky City Rebels sent me this. I think it was Steve.
Look, gaming industry layoffs are a sad but inevitable reality of this business.
Okay, for the sake of argument, let's say that's true. Why is it that with all these mass layoffs, it always seems to be the game developers that get axed and not the executives?
That's a great question. See, while the average developer is indeed a very important part of this great art form we call the gaming industry, it's executives who shoulder the great burden of making key strategic decisions that guide the direction of the company. You get rid of us and what do you have left? Huh? A lot of highly skilled artists and programmers making games based on whatever they're passionate about? Go!
Yeah, that kind of sounds like paradise to me.
Yeah, I see where they're going with this. Yeah, it's really ridiculous that the CEOs somehow always keep their jobs. Always the very worst people in the company keep their jobs. Why? Because they've politically positioned themselves so that if they go, they bring a bunch of other assholes with them. And the people at the bottom, they're going to lay all you off anyway. They don't give a shit who you take with you, who you're politically connected with in the workplace. They don't give a shit because you're all expendable. Man, I used to work at jobs. They'd go, well, at the end of the day, we're all replaceable. It's like, fuck you. I ain't replaceable. You might be replaceable. I'm a human being. What do you mean I'm replaceable? They're like, you're fired. No. Man, I'm telling you, these bastards, and now they got the clankers ready to take you. It's just the same thing it's the same as it ever was, man. The fall of the Roman Empire partly was due to the fact that they were allowing slavery all over, and the people were really pissed because there were no jobs for regular folk. All of a sudden they were out of a job because they were importing slaves. And guess what? And, inside of Rome, they were like, no, slavery is illegal inside of Rome. Not really. That was bullshit, too. We're doing the same thing. We're like, how are we going to legislate ourselves out of this? I'm sure Congress will do something. Congress? Cricket, 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 cricket. God damn it, Congress! You're never there when I need you. You're supposed to represent the people, you sons of bitches. Clanker bootlickers. What do you call a clanker lover? Clanker lover? God damn it. We're all there. Skynet Arnold. That's what we're doing. Yes. Oh, nice, Chipixie. You're over on the Horizzy. Thank you for being on the horizontal stream. Now you can listen to me in the background, which so many people have asked for because they can't stand the sight of my face. Thank you very much for being here. These goddamn clankers.
Please. Unrealized revenue of that magnitude is nothing to joke about. Oh, just the thought of it hurts me right in the capitalism. Ugh. I bet the next thing you'll tell me is that the cow should run the farm, huh?
The cow should run the farm.
That's actually perfect. Yes, you are basically cattle. It's amazing to me that more working class people, more anti-fascists, more anarchists, more communists, more people who just feel solidarity with the common man, the working man, that you don't see the solidarity with your other species, with the other species who are enslaved. Yes, the cow should run the farm. God damn it, the cow is being exploited just like the worker. The cow's value is being extracted from the cow without their consent, and they're left with nothing. And as soon as they're left with nothing, they slit their throats and they sell their carcass. And that's what they'll do to all of us. Soylent Green is made out of people. Soylent Green is made out of people. God damn it, Sky City Rebels. Can I get an emoji in the chat? Something that cheer me up. Something like a flag. Something good. Can I get an emoji in the chat?
Cool. So you admit that you're in charge, right?
Yep.
Everything happens based on your say-so. The buck ends with you, so to speak.
You bet.
So then why is it when a gaming company hits the state of financial instability that layoffs are deemed necessary? Are you the person singularly responsible for guiding the ship, not the first person thrown out the f***ing door?
Yeah.
Well, well, you see, there's a lot more complexity to it than just that, and you have to understand, there's no easy solution.
Really? Because when Nintendo was struggling,
Yeah, if you're not making any money, you should be harikari. That's what the CEO. I want to see more harikari. Let's bring that shit back. You know what? Japanese, they took too much of our culture. We didn't take enough of theirs, man. I want to see CEOs jumping from high buildings every time the stock market crashes. That's what I want to see. I want to see harikari, bro. Just in and out. You know what harikari is, right? Like those. They used to do that. Certain CEOs of Japanese companies, when they drove the ship into the rocks, they took a ceremonial sword or steak knife. I don't know what they actually use. I assume it was a fancy sword. They're Japanese. They're very into fancy swords, and they put it in one side, and they drew it across. They basically just dumped their guts out, and they're like, "That's me for the day." And then they, I guess, watched their guts for a while because it would take a while for you to die that way. But I mean, they gut themselves. I mean, it's the only way to go if you're a CEO. It's really the only end. You live high on the horse. You make millions and millions of dollars. You live better than the rest of us. You get one of those eggs like in the Melania movie that's a chicken's egg filled with fish eggs. I can think of nothing more disgusting, but I saw them eating it on the Melania movie, and I can't get out of my head these disgusting chuds, these weird cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers, these horrible human beings like Melania eating a chicken egg filled with fish eggs that were just, it's disgusting. Anyway, those people, that'd be the best way for them to go. The candle that burns twice as bright, it lasts half as long, you know. Time to harikari. Let's bring back harikari for these guys. I mean, I'm not, listen, I am not promoting self-harm. If you or anyone you know are going through any kind of trouble, I have solidarity with you. I love you. We should get you help. But if you're a CEO and you're making millions of dollars, do not seek help. Do not pass go. Do not pass. Do not make a $200. It's May Day, baby. I'm feeling guillotine-y today. It's May Day and I'm feeling guillotine-y.
In the mid-2010s, with the failure of the Wii U, Satoru Iwata not only personally cut his pay by 50%, but he also got other Nintendo executives to accept a pay cut so they wouldn't have to do any mass layoffs.
Well,
and he did so because he knew that laying off employees would destroy morale, saying, quote, "I sincerely doubt that employees who fear they may be laid off will be able to develop software titles that can impress people around the world." And not only did this move allow them to avoid layoffs, but it also led to Nintendo's most profitable era ever. So how is it that he was able to come up with such a simple and effective solution where you all are completely stumped?
Well, if he's so smart, then how come he's dead now, huh? Ha! Bazinga! Got him!
Oh, God. The acting is horrible, but I love the feels of this one. Let the sex victim do what they want to the elite. How's that? Yeah, let's give them all, like, it'll be like the end of Death Proof with the girls that kill Kurt Russell. That was a nice ending of that movie. I like the ending of that movie, which is like a freeze frame and they're just beating the crap out of Kurt Russell, who was looking at harming women with his supercar. This stunt car. Remember that movie? That was a fun movie. It did not contain a lap dance.
The real answer is that, unlike him, you aren't a game developer. You don't give a shit about games. You're barely even a human being. Concepts like art, culture, community, and sustainability mean about as much to you as a child's laughter does to black tar heroin. You're basically just a financial vampire, desperately draining as much capital as possible, leaving nothing but broken lives and the sad, desiccated corpses of once beloved companies in your wake as you vainly attempt to slake your bottomless, meaningless gluttony.
Like I said, there's no easy solution.
Well, me.
I don't see. This is great. Thank you, Steve, for sending this in for the reaction on Friday for Friday reactions. But it makes me also again wonder, how do all these people who like gaming and all that, how aren't all of you hardcore anarchists? Like, how is it that you're watching these things and you're like, you see that corporations are destroying something that you like? The gaming industry in this case. You see how these corporate structures are destroying what you love. You don't see that that's how it happens all over. And so many of these gamers I see are like right-wing weirdos, and they pray to the state and they think the government's so great. How do you not see the connection here? How do you not see that the same types of people who are ruining your favorite video game franchises, your favorite IP, all the stuff that you like is ruined? You don't think that that's a canary in the coal mine? That's just the thing that you see. The truth is, everything that everybody likes is being ruined by the same types of people, the same system. The system that glorifies and incentivizes greed, gluttony, ruthlessness, laying off giant groups of people because of quarterly earning statements, when easily they could have, just like they said, the guy at Nintendo, they all cut their salaries by 50%, and they're like, hey, we don't want to have all these layoffs because then we can't make great product. We can't make our workers fear the fact that they're going to lose their job. Man, Japanese people, we needed more of their corporate culture and less of our corporate culture for sure, man. We did it wrong. We did the world wrong, America. We did them wrong, right? America, we spread all our shit. We took a shit like a bunch of monkeys and put it in our hand and just smeared it all over the world. We just smeared it. Red, white, and blue feces all over the planet. How embarrassing. And the whole world is just looking at us like, why? Why? We thought your shit didn't stink, but it does. Stinks real bad, America. MAGA didn't understand Andor, Disney too hard. Yeah, it's funny. I don't think Disney understood Andor, but Andor is always like backing up. That's the thing about Disney, right? They'll do these things that are like subversive, anti-corporate stuff, like the new Aliens Earth. But they'll go and they'll pull it back, and they'll go and they'll pull it back. They won't actually come out and fully say it. You gotta connect too many dots yourself. That's why MAGA can't understand it. If it requires any lateral thinking, this is something that they can always do. They can pretend to like tell these, subversive anti-corporate stories, but as long as they don't spell it out too explicitly, it's just about vibes. It's kind of like how what's his name's Gun? He made that what was that movie called with Star-Lord? What were those movies called with Star-Lord? Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy, the third one's all about like animal testing, and yet they don't come out and like actually say that animals, they even say lower life forms like snakes and dogs, it's like they make a point to contradict themselves in it so that you don't feel bad about what you're doing to animals, so that like after you watch the movie about harming animals for pleasure and profit, you go out and you buy your hamburger, you still wait in line at Chick-fil-A. Don't come out just and say it, right? Don't actually let them connect the dots, because if they do, then this all comes crumbling down. But it's really cute to have cute animals in movies, so let's pull their heartstrings a little bit. Like there's this new movie coming out with Hugh Jackman with a bunch of sheep in it. And it's like, they're going to make a bunch of jokes about how stupid sheep are, but they're never going to come out and say it like, hey, sheep are feeling animals that don't want to die. And every single time you wear wool, you're supporting an industry that slits their throats. They're not going to say that shit. That's for sure. They'll never say that. Anyway, I think that's Andor for you. Yeah, Guardians was torturing an animal. Yeah. But they They don't ever say eat more chicken. Yeah, that's what they'll do. Eat more chicken. Yeah, perfect. The cows, the cute cows being eat more chicken. But don't connect those dots, Don't connect those dots. They'll eat chicken on Tuesday. They'll eat cows on Wednesday because they saw that ad. People are too stupid, man. They can't connect shit. I guess that's why when I see a thing like this, I say, "Oh yeah, this indictment of the gaming industry. It applies to every industry." And what are we doing about it? Nothing. We ain't doing nothing. It's May Day, everybody. We're talking about the workers. Actually, we're talking about all sorts of stuff. Oh, look at this. This is AOC. I know you'll love her. I think she's a hypocrite, but everyone else loves her. Everyone loves AOC. Everyone thinks she's the bee's knees. You like her, right? You like her? You think she's the bee's knees? Okay, cool. I'm glad you think she's the bee's knees. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm glad that you're alive.
Oh, wow. Listen, Democrats have attempted and asked Republicans for 10 years to ban partisan gerrymandering. And for 10 years, Republicans have said no. Republicans have fought for partisan gerrymanders across the United States of America, and these are the rules that they have set. And so if the Republican Party wanted to start this, they did this in North Carolina. They drew out 3 Democratic members of Congress in North Carolina. They drew out in Texas. They redid Texas. What they're just mad at is that they have been accustomed to a Democratic Party that rolls over, doesn't fight, and takes everything sitting down. And what they're mad at right now is that we are here in a new day. And we have been asking the Democratic Party to stand up and fight, and now they did. And now the Republican Party doesn't like the fact that they are fighting against someone who actually will stand up for the American people.
Stand up for the American people? You mean use their weapons against them? That's what she means. Like, it's true. The Democrats did try to get rid of this gerrymandering thing, but hey, you know what? The Republicans didn't want to do it. Now the Republicans are using it as a weapon. The Democrats are using it as a weapon. It's so funny to me because, like, I don't like the Republicans or the Democrats. So being out here on the outside, I'm like, all right, well, great. She's telling the truth, though, in this case. They try to get rid of it. The Republicans, here's what's really happening, right? The Republicans, they pointed a gun at their faces and they said, all right, we got one too. And now the Republicans like, oh, you have a gun? Like, this is always the way the Republicans act, right? They come after you with a machete like they're Jason, and you're like, I thought we weren't doing the machete thing this year, Jason. And Jason doesn't say shit. Jason just keeps coming, you know? And then all of a sudden you pull out your own machete, and Jason's like, oh no, why? This is the Republican playbook every time. They love playing victims. And I like the fact that AOC is like, wah, poor baby. You don't like it when we punch back? You don't like it? This is so typical cowardly lion shit. Like, you come up, oh, put him up, I'm a Republican, I'll pulverize you. And then Dorothy just boops him on the nose and he turns into a puddle and cries. Cry, cry, cry. Cry me a river, maggers. Cry me a river. Oh, man. Listen, I saw someone said only dumb people kill. Where did you say? Only an idiot would kill a sheep to get the wool. You don't kill a sheep to get the wool. But once the sheep stops producing wool that's soft, and once the sheep gets a little older, a couple of years really, they slit that sheep's throat and sell the flesh. That's how that works. What do you think? They're just going to let them live into old age? Nah, they're not going to live their whole 20 years. You're going to have to feed a sheep for 15, 20 years. The sheep lives a long time. Let me see. How long is the natural lifespan of a sheep? 13 years. Yes, they're usually killed at 6 to 8 months or 4 years. They can live up to 20 years with proper care. They're like dogs, basically. They can live up to 20 years in sanctuary conditions. Sanctuary sheep even live to their mid-20s. There was a sheep in Wales who lived to 28. Jesus. Their productivity declines at 5 years, which is why we usually kill them at 4 years old. Imagine a dog You know, dogs are so cute when they're young. Would that be okay? Dogs are so cute when they're little, right? And then you got an old dog that's going to live until 15. We all know what it's like having an old dog in the house. You know, they fart more. They're finicky about their food. They kind of can't get up the stairs anymore. So what if you just killed them at 4? What if you just killed your dog at 4 years old, got a new dog? That would make more sense, right? Then you always have a cute young dog that could go on hikes. Ain't that great? We should just do that. That's what we do to sheep. So yeah, if you're wearing wool, that's what you're contributing to. Thank you so much for being here. It's May Day. We're talking about the workers. Do you feel solidarity to the exploited? Do you feel solidarity with those who are enslaved? Do you feel solidarity with the downtrodden, the disenfranchised? I do. The average goldfish dies 1 year. They can easily get to 50 years old. 50. There are like some koi fish that get to 50. I have fish that have been with me for 15 years. I have one fish. He's a tiny little catfish, and he's lived in 4 or 5 houses with me. I've moved. He always survives because when you move, a lot of fish die. It's very sad. It always breaks my heart. It's very difficult to move fish, get the temperature right and everything. But he's always made it. He just nope, never fails, this fish. He's been with me for, I think, 15 years. Crazy, dude. That fish is old, bro. Crazy. Anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you. How did sheep survive against wolves? They have no defense. What do you mean they have no defense? They hit the wolves, they slam the wolves, they kick the wolves. What do you mean they got no defense? Of course they got defense. They got lots of defense. 15 years, I know, man. 15 years old for a little catfish, isn't it? I was working in Las Vegas at MGM Grand, and up in the manager's office, there was this the cocktail server manager. She was an assistant manager who just did cocktail. It's a weird life, right? Anyway, she was a cocktail server manager, and she had a little fish tank on her desk, and they fired her at some point, and then all of a sudden, because I'm a person everyone knew liked animals. Actually, I don't even like animals that much. I just happen to not want to enslave them. I'm not really an animal lover. I'm just a guy who hates slavery a lot, So I'm just a guy who really hates slavery and exploitation. Anyway, they thought because I'm vegan that I must love animals. So I come to work one day and this fish is on my desk. And so now I'm a fish rescuer. I didn't mean to be. And then once that word got out that I rescued this one fish, people kept on giving me fish. And so now I have I got too many fish. I take too good care of these fish. I got too many fish. I got a little fish sanctuary going on over at my house. They keep on having babies. They're so damn happy about being with me. I don't know what to do. It sucks. Anyway, thank you so much. Sheep don't what? But yes, they do. They do. What are you guys talking about? I've seen sheep. They're herd animals. All herd animals have defenses. They kick wolves. They ram wolves. Other sheep look out for them. I mean, it's true that they're easy pickings for wolves. But what are you guys talking about wolves for anyway? What are you talking about? Sell them? You see, I'm against slavery. You see, I don't sell animals. I would never sell an animal. There you go. Thank you. Oh, God, sheep are not like rams. Really? Sheep aren't like rams? Should I Google that? Are sheep like rams? Yes, a ram is a sheep. Specifically, a ram is an adult, uncastrated male sheep. While they share the same species, rams differ from ewes, females, and lambs are the young ones by being typically larger, more muscular, and having larger curled horns. They act as the flock's defenders and breeders. There you go. They defend the flock. That's what rams do. Sheep and rams are exactly the same thing. They're the same animal. They're the same animal. Who's saying this? Why are we talking about this? Why did you bring up? How do they defend against wolves? Who gives a shit? It's none of your fucking business. First of all, it's none of your business how they defend themselves against wolves. Stop owning animals. Stop harming animals. Stop killing animals. Stop using animals, and stop doing it to workers. Stop harming workers. Stop selling workers. Stop treating women badly. Start treating people equally. Stop using animals and humans as resources. Human Resources Department. Come on, what an embarrassing thing to say. I mean, I know a guy in my book club. He says he's in human resources, and I just like, ugh, calling yourself human resources makes me sick to my stomach. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. My name is Skyjack Morgan. I'm an independent news and culture commentator, free speech and critical thinking advocate, and this is the #1 news reaction show on YouTube. Thanks for all being here. Thank you. We're talking about the workers today because it's May Day, everybody. It's May Day. It's International Workers' Day. Thank you all for not working. Don't work.
So if Republicans decide that they would like to revisit a ban on partisan gerrymandering, I welcome them. We have the bill right here to end this all today, but they don't want to because they like pursuing and continuing to enact an unfair electoral landscape. And so we have an obligation to defend ourselves. Thank you.
We have an obligation to defend ourselves. I like that. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of people harm women, and then when a woman scratches a man, you assaulted me. Well, you shouldn't have been doing what you were doing to that lady, man. I mean, you shouldn't. Well, she hurt me, though. She called me a name. I've seen so many times where, like, a guy is screaming at a female protester. There's a famous one this year where a guy was screaming at a female protester from a car, and all she did was, like, get your bald fucking ass out of here or something like that. She said something about him being bald, like, get out of here, baldy, or something. And the guy totally crashed out. Like, he's calling her all these names, calling her stupid liberal and all that. All she did was say, like, get out of here, you bald asshole, or something like that. The guy lost his mind because he was so sensitive about being bald. And I think that's hilarious. Women can just, like, slam a dude so hard. It's so, God, man, these maggers, they got such just no skin at all. It's like, I like to say they have thin skin, but it's like they have no skin. They're just skinless reptiles, bro. It's rough out here. How did you come up with a #1 ranking? YouTube told me I was #1. I mean, I can't argue with YouTube. They're the second biggest search engine in the world. This is the #1 news reaction show on YouTube. I don't make the rules. I'm #1, baby. #1! What other news reaction show even is there? I'm the #1. That's it. Thanks for being here. Somebody sent this to me. I've been playing this game, and it's like a 1980s movie about my pregnant. That's Hugh. See, I hate AI, and then AI does cool stuff like this, right? And you're like, oh, man, maybe AI is cool. I don't know. Is it cool when we do AI like this? Like someone worked on this. They put little. Oh, that's a walker. Oh no. Oh no. Scary. No. It's pretty badass. It looks exactly like the movie, except 1980s style. Yeah, I was told by sheriffs if I defended myself, I would go to jail with my abuser. I didn't listen and didn't go to jail, but he did. Yeah, that happens all the time. Cops are stupid, man. Defend yourself. You have to defend yourself. You have to. I don't normally say this, but listen to AOC. She says you have the right and the duty to defend yourself. I think that's absolutely right. You know, this is what's funny. If you attack and someone comes back and smashes your face again, if you punch somebody and they punch you back harder, you know, that's up to you. It's like in the beginning of the Palestine thing, I was like, man, Palestine, October 7th, man, that was like really intense. No wonder Israel's mad and bombing Palestine. And then it went on, and then it was like, oh, this looks like an ethnic cleansing. This is getting bad. And it kept going. And then it was like, oh, they've got a polio outbreak. And then it kept going. It's like, oh no, all these little children are dead, and they're just bombing children now. And then it kept going. And it's like, dude, this is just a genocide at this point. What are you doing? Like, God damn it. I get, like, they did a terrorism, and you want to, like, you know, you want blood or whatever. I think everyone understands that's what happens in international politics. I mean, we ended up in Afghanistan for 20 years, a bunch of chumps, but we didn't go and just kill women and children indiscriminately. I mean, it was a bad idea being in Afghanistan, but God damn, Israel. Like, we didn't go out and do a genocide in Afghanistan. I get it. You were pissed about October 7th, but God damn, Israel. Shit. You're just genocidal maniacs now. You've taken it too far. You've gone too far. Like, this is someone. It's always this thing like the galling of Malvolio, right? Like, it's just at some point you stop beating the person on the ground. I'm saying if you get hit back, but don't crack their skull and spill their brains and then go kill their children. God damn it. Anyway, this is about the workers. This game is about the workers. This game is about what happens. Oh no. It's got the death filament. Hello, I'm Diana. I'm sort of weird. This is the 6-year-old Diana. She's the robot who's going to be a class traitor and kill all her friends, the other robots. She's going to help Hugh kill all the robots. But Hugh's an anarchist. He's a working man. He's just there to clean up the mess. He doesn't even want to be there. He just wants to get back to his family. Meanwhile, all his friends are dead. They all die. It's really sad. Hello, I'm a robot. That's her sister. She's a little cat, but she's stuck, so she's got to appear as a cat. She's programmed this cat to, like, holographically go say, "Help me, I'm stuck in this tree thing." Dude, the robots are so scary. Oh yeah, you go to New York on the moon. There's a New York on the moon. They rebuilt New York because that's what corporations will do. Corporations are like, what should we do with all this new technology? Let's rebuild New York. That'll be cool. Let's build a fucking amusement park. You know, I used to think that was the dumbest part of Jurassic Park. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I read Jurassic Park. It was like the 7th grade when it came out. I think Jurassic Park was the 7th. Oh, I read it when I was in the 7th grade. And it was in paperback. So anyway, Jurassic Park was a big book and everybody was reading it, right? It was like one of those summer reading things and all the kids were reading Jurassic Park. Jurassic's got dinosaurs, you know, it's really cool. So every kid was reading Jurassic Park with the scary dinosaurs. And I always thought, even as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck? They come up with cloning and the first thing they think of is an amusement park? That's your best idea? You came up with how to clone dinosaurs of all things. And the first thing you thought of was like a Disneyland for dinosaurs? That's what you thought? We're going to make billions off of this shit. We're going to make everyone wants to see dinosaurs. All the rich people are going to come to my island and look at dinosaurs. That's going to last like a day. I don't know what the hell. I thought it was so stupid. But then I realized, no, we do this stupid shit all the time. We always do stupid shit like this. Look at Pragmata. That's like the same thing. We go to the moon. They start building cool shit. And what do? They build, they could build humans. They could build robots. They could build all this shit. But what do they do with it? They build a fake New York. It's the dumbest thing ever. Oh no, that's 8. She's evil. No, I can't do it. Please don't. That was Pragmata. See, I hate AI, but I kind of like that.
It's Blake Lively and Ryan.
I got weird feelings. I got weird feelings about AI, I guess. Do you have mixed feelings about AI? I got mixed feelings of AI. Grandpa shirt. This is a cowboy shirt, buddy. It's my cowboy shirt. You don't like my shirt? God, man, people are so... What is this? I'm in the wrong chat. This is gaming? No, this isn't gaming. What do you mean? What gaming? What are you in? You're in the wrong chat? That was gaming. Yeah, that was a game. We're talking about all sorts of stuff. It's Friday. Fridays is a catch-all. Talking about shit. It's the same show. It's Morning Skies. We're just talking about shit like It's more open. It's not just politics and news, it's different style of news. I kind of like, I remember when I first started this channel, and it wasn't always about, oh, what did Donald Trump do? Oh God, what do these idiots do in Congress? And it was a bunch of other stuff like animal stuff, pop culture. And I remember that people liked that. And now people are like, oh, you only talk about Donald Trump. And it's like, well, dude, he's in the fucking news every single day. We're at war. There's all these things going on all the time. So I thought Friday, since normally I used to not do a Friday show. And I figure if I'm going to do a Friday, I'm going to do a Feral Friday. We're doing a little thing. No rules. No rules. Yeah, no rules. Exactly. I wear the different shirt, not wearing a tie. Doing different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Will you clean my money for me? Does your shirt have pearl button snaps? Yeah, they do, but they're not pearl. They're not actually pearl. They're not from an animal. But yes, they're pearl button snaps. Yeah, pretty cool, right? This shirt is old. It's very vintage. It's got a hole on the side of it over here. It's got a little hole. I could touch my flank from in here. Anyway, one rule. That used to be the rule, right? That used to be the rule. This is a channel for vegans. But things have changed. Things have changed. We've opened up the format, but it didn't matter because I've already been shadow banned. The channel's been shadow banned, everybody. Please drop a penny in the pot and help me to stop being shadow banned.
Reynolds want to blame someone for the state of her reputation. I'm sorry, but that's them. It's already a red flag that you say that everything you do is not without the other. And especially when you work in the same industry, that's not something that people want to hear, especially your
people are going nuts about this Ryan Reynolds thing, and I love it because I've always said Ryan Reynolds, he does a little voice like this. Everyone thinks he's Mr. Nice Guy. But now they're saying that like his whole shtick, I talk like this all the time. That's my only voice. I make little cutesy voices. Ryan Reynolds, this Canadian, man, I always knew he was a fucking faker. He and Blake Lively, they've done so many weird things lately. It's all just very weird. And now they're like, they're releasing all of these crazy things that he wrote to people. This mean shit. This guy's a meanie. I knew it.
It's like, oh, I'm hiring this person, but their significant other is going to be all over it too. That's not what we're looking for. But you have your husband in the background.
Look at this.
Instigating all kinds of shit with everybody. The agents, the head of the agency.
I mean, it's so weird. Ryan Reynolds wrote to Warren Zavala, his agent at WME, discussing how to get producer Alan Sachs to speak to the press, even on background, to advocate for Blake. Zavala stated that truly believes Blake and Jenny, but did not witness instances that they shared with her, so she can't corroborate what Kendall, another member of their PR, would. God, can you imagine? Just like they're subpoenaing everything with this guy. Ryan Reynolds is an asshole. Shocking. Does it surprise you? He's always like, I'm a nice guy. I'm just a cool guy. Nice.
The heads of the studio, your friends, your colleagues. You're getting everyone involved in your bullshit. It is so inappropriate. And I don't know, do you wonder why Blake's career never took off after Gossip Girl? Because I've always wondered why after Gucci and Chanel, she didn't have any brand ambassadorships in fashion or in cosmetics. She was with Gucci, Chanel fragrance, and L'Oreal for just a hot minute, maybe a season or two. And then nothing.
Well, I mean, I guess sponsorships, man. I don't know that much. I can't get a sponsor. Maybe I'll get a sponsor someday. Maybe that'll save me and I can actually keep streaming so I can be like Kai Cenat someday. I'm gonna be bigger than Kai Cenat. I'm gonna be bigger than Kai Cenat. I gotta cry on stream. Oh no, God! God, Ryan Reynolds is actually an asshole. I thought he was a nice guy this whole time. I thought he was the nice Canadian that we all loved. He was the Deadpool, and it turns out he's a weird looming spouse that has to co-sign everything for Blake Lively, and no wonder he's ruined Blake Lively. It's all Ryan Reynolds' fault. Oh, God, why? Clip that. I gotta clip that now. I gotta clip that so I can be like Kai Cenat with these wild these wild swings of emotion. That's what makes streamers popular. Look, my viewers just spiked because I'm God damn it.
Don't want to work with her. it's not like you had a stellar reputation. So it's really strange that she said she generally had positive news articles written about her, positive press. Because I have followed celebrity news for decades now, and Blake always got kind of mixed press, is my experience. Like the slavery, racism thing is just like, that's a huge red flag already.
Slavery, racism thing. God damn, they're like talking about slavery and how great it is. What is this? Hold on.
Like, that's a huge red flag already.
Hold on. God damn it. These fucking. The allure of antebellum referred to in the Preserve article is apparently the cute clothes worn by the archetypal slave-owning class during the horrifying epoch in which the unimaginably violent white supremacist state reached its apex. We won't be removing the post. Gawker's editor-in-chief and standing by the site's take on Lively's collection. Oh, no.
The racism thing is just like, that's a huge red flag already. But like, people just didn't want to.
Annapurna dropped out and emerged that Ellison objected to Lively's casting, and she left the project dollars in tow when Soderbergh wouldn't ditch Lively. Oh, Steven Soderbergh didn't ditch her. Steven Soderbergh announced a new project called Side Effects about a woman who gets caught up in a love triangle between her newly paroled husband and her doctor. Blake Lively was chosen as the lead. Open Road Pictures came on to distribute, but they needed a financing partner. Annapurna came on, but they dropped out because of Blake Lively. Oh, no. The thing is, the last few years, Soderbergh has gotten his kicks out of working with, shall we say, less than expected actors. He used porn star Sasha Grey in The Girlfriend Experience. She's a porn star? I thought she was just a streamer. I thought she was just a game streamer. Sasha Grey. All she does is stream games now. That's how you get popular. I know that. Man, now I know how to get popular. Now I know how to become a bigger streamer. I just need to know Steven Soderbergh. I just need to meet Steven Soderbergh, and then I could be a famous streamer. And why else is Sasha Grey famous? It's because she knows Steven Soderbergh. Right? He's the kingmaker. He's the one that Steven Soderbergh makes people, streamers, famous. If you are a streamer and you want to get famous, all you need to do is meet Steven Soderbergh, just like Sasha Grey did. That's all you got to do. Be lucky like Sasha Grey. It works. It works. Celebrity news gag.
Work with her. She has been called tone deaf plenty of times. She's not the most talented, at least as far as her peers go, because I think she had wanted a career, but I don't know if she had it in her. She was not as talented. She was not as out there as some of the others, like Anne Hathaway, Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Portman. People just didn't know, I guess, what to do with her. So her reputation was always just kind of.
I didn't even know who Blake Lively was until all this shit happened. I didn't even know who she was until she was saying that this guy sexually harassed her on set, and I heard the movie was horrible. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of stress around this movie. I don't know that it's worth it, man. No one likes the movie. It was called like The End of Us, I think. It's something about butts. It's like called The End of Us. It's something about butts. It's a butt movie, I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I assume it's about butts because of the title. And I just don't see why everyone's always talking about Blake Lively. But I guess because of Ryan Reynolds. But now it seems like Ryan Reynolds is the guy to blame for the Blake Lively shit because he's such an asshole. And I love that type of stuff, man. I love that in America. You come here, we're gonna tear you down. We're gonna let you get famous. We're gonna let you be a billionaire even, man. You might be a billionaire. But we're gonna throw tomatoes at you the whole time. We're gonna just chuck them at you. That's America, man. We don't like you when you hit the top. We're just gonna take pot shots at you just to see if we can hit you, man. When you're up there in the sky, we're just bing, 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 bing. We just want to get you. That's America. Look what we did to Britney Spears. Look what we did to Britney Spears, man. Look what we did to Justin Timberlake, dude. Look what we did to Axl Rose. Look what we do. We tear you down. We build you up, then we tear you down. Wait till you see what we do to Elon Musk, man. He's way up there. He ain't going to be up there forever. You wait. You'll end up like Howard Hughes. Look what we did to Howard Hughes. Look what we did to Howard Hughes, baby. You don't want to. The tallest blade of grass gets cut. That's right. Anyway. America.
Tonight, a judge is granting a mutual...
Guys, it's May Day. It's May Day. You guys heard about these Mormon... Have you heard about these Mormon wives? I was watching. I watched a whole season, maybe 2 seasons. I think I watched some of their show, and I don't get why people are so into these ladies. They're just like, I guess they're just train wrecks that don't drink, but they do drink. They're drunks that beat their husbands. They have lots of kids, and they claim to be Mormons, but they're not like any Mormons that I know. Like the Mormons that I know don't act like this. They're just like normal Mormons, like the Mormons that were giving Howard Hughes blood infusions because their blood was so pure and he was so weird about pure blood and he wanted to just have Mormons constantly giving him blood transfusions. Those are the type of Mormons that I like, you know, those Vegas Mormons, you know what I mean? I love my Vegas Mormons. Woot, they're so great. What up, Vegas Mormons? Utah has the most plastic surgery per capita. Well, there's not many people who live there, right? Anyway, this lady, she's so nasty. This mother of 2, this single mother of 2 or 3, I don't know. This drunk, she's like kind of the head of it. She did some soft swinging, these swinging Mormons. And, they filmed the whole season of Bachelorette with her because for some reason they thought that 30 men all want to date Miss Frankie Paul. I think her name is Frankie Paul. Taylor Frankie Paul. Anyway, they're going to trial because she beat the shit out of her husband, her baby daddy. They never got married. Baby daddy. This is typical Mormon stuff. Baby daddies getting drunk and beating the shit out of your baby daddy is total Mormon shit now.
Protective order for Utah influencer Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex-partner Dakota Mortensen. Both of them attended court in person for the first time today amid an intense custody battle. Both Paul and Mortensen have accused each other of domestic violence and abuse. Following the cancellation of the 22nd season of The Bachelorette, Paul accuses Mortensen of becoming possessive during the...
Can you imagine ABC? ABC has done so much vile shit. Disney is one of the most vile companies on planet Earth. But they're basically a country, right? They get away with everything, and they're richer than most countries. Disney is a vile corporation. And yet, I mean, look what they did to Star Wars, you know? Look what they did to Marvel. Look what they did to Christina Aguilera. Look what they did to... look what they did to Ariana Grande. Anyway, they canceled, like, The Bachelorette. This was... because Taylor Frankie Paul was just too much. They were just too much. She was too much for this vile corporation. It was too much.
Proceeding, Mortensen's attorney explained why it took him so long.
Like this is a company whose mascot Mickey Mouse is designed after those racist minstrel shows. Like that's why Mickey Mouse looks like that, because minstrel shows were popular when Mickey Mouse was invented. And minstrel shows, if you don't know, were white people wearing blackface and making jokes about ignorant post Civil War or just black people. They're just making fun of black people, basically. It's really gross. Look up minstrel shows. It's really nasty. You probably know some of the songs. You probably know some of the little rhymes like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. That word wasn't always tiger. It used to be a different word. It used to be a whole other word. Can you imagine what word it must have been? Catch a tiger by the toe. Who's catching tigers by the toe? Anyway, that's why Mickey Mouse looks like that. And Disney's totally cool with it. They still double down on that Mickey Mouse character all the time. They love that mascot, don't they? They love him. Oh, Mickey. Everyone wants to meet Mickey. He's so cute. But Taylor Frankie Paul was just too vile for Disney.
To come forward with his accusations against Paul.
It's a first step to show the court why, as you might be wondering, why has he put up with this? Why has he waited so long to do anything? The answer is he was afraid of the force that would happen against him.
Paul and Mortensen share a 2-year-old child together. Mortensen currently has temporary primary custody. The judge did not make adjustments to that arrangement today.
Taylor Frankie Paul, she can see her kids now. Ain't that nice? But she might not get custody. Oh, well. I just think it's funny that Disney saw Taylor Frankie Paul and thought, let's make her the Bachelorette, because every man wants to meet a single mother of 2 or 3. I don't forget how many kids she had. Everyone wants a drunk influencer who claims to be Mormon while fucking everybody and and drinking her ass off and beating up her baby daddy. Everybody wants to date that woman. She seems so normal to me. I can't wait. Why didn't I sign up? I could have been a bachelor on The Bachelorette. I could have been fighting with 29 other guys so that I can somehow get in there with Taylor Frankie Paul, man. And so I could get into that wonderful, cool Provo lifestyle. Everyone wants to go live in Provo, right? It's the best city in America, man. You ever been to Provo? It's actually quite nice. I like Provo. Really cute cafes, nice little downtown area. It's a cute place, Provo. Not much going on. Unless you're a Mormon who's getting drunk and influencing from Provo. What the hell is this world? Mormons do soaking. Oh yeah, they talk about that on that show. Apparently Mormons do all sorts of shit. And they still call themselves Mormon. I don't know. It's funny because I've known so many Mormons in my life, and a lot of them do a little Rumspringa, if you know what I mean. They do a little, sometimes some of them veer off course and they come back. That happens. But the Mormons that I know or have known, they're usually not like these girls on these Mormon moms, Mormon wives, the secret lives of Mormon wives. Fighting and like, oh, you're not in mom talk. Let's vote to see if you're part of our influencer clan. So gross. So gross. We should have elections for the Sky City Rebels. No, you're not in it unless we vote you in. But I'm jealous of them. I wish I had a bunch of cool people. I wish I had a bunch of anarchists that wanted to make content with me in my town and I could see them all the time. We could always hang out. How do I meet those guys? I want to do anarch talk. Can I do anarchist talk? Mom talk. Hashtag mom talk. And all their husbands or ex-husbands or baby daddies, they're all dad talk. God damn it. You emotionally cheated on me. Listen. If anybody thinks that that's a cool idea and you want to start anarchist talk, you want to start an anarchist fun group where we make content together, let me know. We'll start it. Let's start it right away, please. Get a clubhouse, man. Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes, a clubhouse? Fuck yeah, bro. Man, that's what I need. She's a glorified YouTuber, yeah, because I never understand that Turning Point did. Which YouTuber? Moon Fletch? Which one? You talk about Taylor Frankie Paul? #1 bachelor on regular YouTube. I'm the #1 bachelor on regular YouTube. That's right. She reminds me of my second wife. She shouldn't get her kids unsupervised. I forget what they just said. They just said what she gets. I don't really care. See your kids, don't see your kids. She's a mother at the end of the day, but I mean, it's really mess. Isn't Anarchist Town better town in Mad Max? Bartertown? Master Blaster runs Bartertown. Master Blaster runs Bartertown. Say it louder. Master Blaster runs Bartertown. 2 men enter. 1 man leaves. No, that's not anarchism. That's not anarchism. There's one person running the show. How could that be anarchism? Break a deal, spin the wheel. Anyway, today, I love watching Utah news because Taylor Frankie Paul's in the news.
We're introducing the future of your desk. This is Project Ava, an AI desk companion brought to life as an animated.
This is the most sickening thing ever. Okay, so this is a holographic buddy. I don't know, little sexual. It's gross. Look at what these. It's all like little anime girls and muscle boys. So, but it's a surveillance. This is surveillance. This is surveillance.
Introducing the future of your desk. This is Project Ava, an AI desk companion brought to life as an animated 3D hologram. Ava can see you, hear you, follow what's happening on your computer screen, and understands what's going on around you thanks to advanced AI that learns about you over time. Ava can be used to organize your day-to-day schedule, complete your work, and clutch up in your ranked games. You'll get to choose your...
Clutch up in your what?
clutch up in your ranked games. You'll get
Clutch up in your ranked games? What the fuck does clutch up in your ranked games? What does the term clutch up in your ranked games mean? This is how you keep with the times. Clutching up in ranked games refers to the act of winning a high-stake, tense situation, often when the odds are stacked against you. Oh, so when I beat like a boss, if I have no health and I go into a boss battle on Pragmata, and then I still win, I clutched up in a ranked game, such as being the last player alive against multiple opponents. It means performing exceptionally well under intense pressure to secure a round or match win. Wow, man, I clutched up. Okay, now I know. They can clutch up in your... Well, how the hell is a AI holobot gonna clutch up in my ranked games? That doesn't make any sense then. If that's what that means, that doesn't mean that what she says it means. I think these people are just saying random shit now, because that's not what this hologram will clutch up in my ranked games. Hold on, let me see exactly what she says.
To advanced AI that learns about you over time. Ava can be used to organize your day-to-day schedule, complete your work, and clutch up in your ranked games.
It can help me clutch up in my ranked games. How will a sexy little girl bot, how will a teenaged looking, underage looking fucking, oh, it's so gross. It's so gross anyway. This teenaged girl sitting on your desk with a short skirt on and her little, like, it's nasty. It's nasty. What do these guys do, man? You know they're doing like the Vosh thing. You know how I just found out that Vosh had his porn open on his live stream. So gross. Are these guys like at their live stream? Are they clicking the off button and they're just going to town and they're looking at their weird little AI girl? Fucking hell, what is this world coming to, dude? What is going on now? You want to clutch up in your ranked games? Well, you better get yourself a little hologram that looks like an underage girl. Ugh, god damn it, bro. I want to clutch up in my ranked games. I don't want to do it like this. This guy, oh, he's got the little controller. He's like, yeah, I just clutched up in my ranked games. And I have this little teenaged bot right here. You see this little teenaged... She's like, yay. Does she clap? What does she do? Is she just dancing?
Up in your ranked games. You'll get to choose your Ava avatar from a set of unique Razer characters that include custom designs, esports legends, and even some of your favorite social media icons. If you're at CE...
Esports legends. Oh no, this is just a camera in your face. This is just a camera in your face.
Yes, 2026. Swing by the Razer booth and experience the future of your...
Oh look, now they can have budding romances with each other too. You get two of them, and they can do things that are unholy in front of you. Great, man. This is great. This is the final stage, man. This is late stage capitalism. This is it.
That's with Project Ava.
What the hell?
Grand Theft Auto 6.
What the goddamn hell? It's 100% a camera. It's a camera on your desk looking at you. Like, I know, like, I'm on camera. Like, I'm on FBI lists already. I've been on FBI lists since I was, like, since 2003 or something, probably. At least 2005, I've been on an FBI, list. But I turn off the cameras, I got an Alexa, but I refuse to turn on the AI. You know what I mean? I have an Alexa that plays music and shit, and she controls one light, but like I don't allow it to report back. Like I turn the privacy on, and who knows, I'm probably still getting spied on, but I do the things that make me feel less spied on, but like you're gonna put a little sexy chat bot on your desk and you're gonna be like, hey, you sure are a sexy little chatbot, aren't you? Yeah. It's so disgusting, isn't it? Like, between you and me, these people are fucking weird, right? If you came into my studio, by the way, if you're a channel member, I just posted a picture of what I look at when I come in here, and there's nothing weird on my fucking desk. There's nothing weird in this room, except for maybe my puppet. I got a puppet in the corner, but he's like just a normal looking puppet. There's nothing weird about him, Like, what the fuck? What are people doing, man? What the fuck is happening here? What is the world coming to? People are putting underage girl fucking holograms on their desks with little cameras on it, and they're giving it their daily schedule. What schedule do these people have? What schedule do they need organized? Oh, these little AI chatbots can organize your schedule. What organizing do you need, man? I use paper and pen. You don't have to use paper and pen. They have a scheduling app on your phone that doesn't report back to the boss. You know what I mean? The fuck are you doing? If you got one of those things, you're not my friend anymore. What the hell? Just get a sex toy. Just get like one of those sex humans. What are those things? Girlfriends. I'm just joking. Just a joke. What the hell is wrong with people? Guys, think about this. We were born to this world, but we have to pay to be here and live. There's barter and trade, but we have to pay to exist. Yeah, me just doing the best I can in my open air prison over here. Kirk Wilson, a one that we keep on doing. It's just one-handed rabbit. Yeah, I have a one-handed rabbit, but I also have Jack. He's an orange guy with blue hair. I got Jack and the rabbit. Jack and the rabbit. Yeah. Well, the rabbit's Bartleby. Jack and Bartleby. I would show him to you, but I haven't done much with the poem. He's the puppet. He's all dusty. Plus, the guy who made the puppets pissed me off, so I don't really like thinking about it. What's up with underage girls? The Japanese people are so obsessed with it. It's fucking creepy. Yes, it's creepy. When I lived in Japan, I thought it was so creepy that grown women would wear school uniforms in public to make themselves look younger and cuter. I was like, that's sickening, because if you see a grown woman sexualizing the schoolgirl outfit regular, I know that's like kind of a fetish that you can play with your wives or girlfriends or whatever. That's totally cool. Fetish away, guys. Fetish away. But if you go to Japan and you see a grown-ass woman walking down the street with like a school outfit and she's sexy, then you start looking at younger girls in school outfits and you think that they're sexy too. Because in Japan, there's always a lot of people in school uniforms around, especially at certain times of day. They're all over the place. When I lived there, I couldn't believe it. How many of these people, like everyone wears a uniform, and they're very proud of their uniforms because it shows what school they go to, and they got like school pride. Anyway, Crazy Jackdaw, thank you so much. Crazy Jackdaw in the house. Can I get some green hearts of courage for Crazy Jackdaw? Thank you so much, Crazy Jackdaw. You're incredible. Thank you for keeping it going. I appreciate you very, very much. Keep it happening. Thank you, Crazy Jackdaw. Thank you a million times. I'm so desperate for money right now, Crazy Jackdaw. I'm so fucking desperate right now. I feel like I'm going to die. I have so much anxiety about money right now, Crazy Jackdaw. Thank you so much, Crazy Jackdaw. You're a goddamn godsend. Sky, you need a woman. Well, I probably not right away. I just got rid of a woman. She got rid of me. We got rid. I just lost 100 pounds. I'll get around to it. Don't worry. I've never been alone for long, and I like me. I like being around me. I don't need a person. It's nice to be alone for a while, especially after a relationship. It's kind of nice to get to know yourself again, At first, it hurts. You feel lonely. And even now, there's times where I'm like, oh, dang it. I wish I could text her or something like that, But it's good to get to know yourself again. I guess that's the problem with incels. They get so down because they don't like the person they are, and they hang out with themselves. Oh my God, Crazy Jackdaw, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Crazy Jackdaw. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Can I get some more green hearts of courage for Crazy Jackdaw in the house, please? Thanks, Jackdaw, single-handedly supporting this channel. She's the only person to actually put a super chat today, and it's the first of the month. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this mortgage payment, son. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this mortgage payment. Yeah. God damn it. Lucky Kool-Aid says, nowadays being alone is not really being alone, so it's not so bad going without a GF, that thing that's going to cheat on you anyways. Damn. That's a rough statement. That makes me really sad that you feel that way, Lucky Kool-Aid. I mean, not all women are cheaters, man. Not all women are cheaters. I get that. I get it. It could feel that way. There's a lot of women that say that about men, too, and men say that about women, but not everyone's a cheater, not everybody. And not everyone's always a cheater. Sometimes they say, one's a cheater, always a cheater. That's not true, man. People do weird stuff at weird times of their lives, Things happen. People go off the rails. People get fucking weird, People are weird. So I wouldn't, I don't know. I wouldn't put them all in one basket, Don't put all people, all women in one basket. But being alone is not really being alone anymore. I guess that's true. That part's true. I feel like I like sharing my life with someone. I like having a ride or die. I like having someone in my corner. I like being in somebody else's corner. I'm a loyal person. I like having that kind of partnership. I also think that genius happens at the nexus of partnership. Like some of my best work, some of my best stuff I've ever done is working with somebody else. And like I just, Parallelist did a book cover for me, and it was so great, but it came from us talking about it a little bit. I had a vision, he had an idea, and he made it, and we talked. I love that so much, the give and take, the back and forth. You make better things that way. If you're just doing it by yourself all the time, it's really hard. So having a person there to be like, hey, yeah, you look good today, really helps you out, man. And having a person there that's like, oh, no, don't wear that today. Don't wear that to that. That's really good. Sky, you looked so happy, but now you look sad some of the time. Well, I am sad some of the time. Joyous 777, I am. But that's it. I like fighting for my partner, says Smokin' Blondie. Yeah, exactly. I need someone to fight for me. I deserve someone to fight for me. A lot of times I get in these relationships where it's like I'm the only one fighting, That kind of sucks, but you got to work at it. You got to work hard. And be there for people. But I'm always there for people. I need someone to be there for me. Someone's going to look out for me, I always felt in my life, even my parents were like, well, we don't got to worry about this one. And it always kind of sucks. Like it should feel good. Everyone's like, we don't got to worry about Sky. He's going to be all right. And it's like, yeah, I am. I'm very capable. I'm independent. I'll figure shit out. I've always been that way. I've been all over the world and fallen on my ass and gotten back up and brushed myself up and did my own thing, picked myself up by my own bootstraps, But it's so much nicer when someone else is looking out for you, isn't it? It's so much nicer when people are looking out for you. And it's easier and it feels good, Anyway. Make blankets, not war. Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed again.
It's about to be released, at least officially. But even though the game has been in development for years, what we actually know about it is surprisingly little. Instead of clear information, there's one thing above all else: leaks, speculation, and conflicting clues.
So they had this leak, and they laid off 50 game developers. And then this is May Day. We're talking about the workers. These sons of bitches laid off 50 people because of a leak. What the hell? And then they had to delay the release. And so Rockstar Games, they always have all these delays. They do it all the time. And so there's this whole theory about how Rockstar Gaming is actually just a front. They were actually a money laundering front that just happened to make a game that got really big, which might be true. It's kind of funny idea, they made a gaming company so that they can launder money, and then made a game that was so huge they just became a gaming company. It's kind of like that movie that Woody Allen made about the cookie company. I don't know if you remember that movie, but he made a movie about a cookie company where he's a gangster and he just needs a place to hide his money, and so he goes and he makes a cookie company, and the cookie company ends up making a bunch of money instead of laundering the money from the criminal enterprise, and then he becomes a cookie maker, and he doesn't want to be. He just wants to be a criminal. I feel like that's what happened with Rockstar Games, and they're fucking over the worker. So that's why we're talking about Rockstar Games. Should I play this game, by the way, when Pragmata's over?
So the central question is, which of these are actually true? Which leaks are credible? And what belongs more in the realm of rumor? To keep track of things, it's worth systematically organizing the current state of affairs.
These games are so gross.
Let's start with the confirmed facts, especially when it comes to the setting. GTA 6 takes place in Vice City, Rockstar's fictional version of Miami. To me, Vice City has always been more than just a city. It's a cultural melting pot, a place defined by nightlife, tourism, and excess. It's vibrant and flashy on the surface, but underneath there's a strong presence of crime and an active underground scene. This time, unlike the classic GTA Vice City, the story is set in the present day rather than the 1980s. But the city itself is only one part of a much larger world. The surrounding regions, suburbs, rural areas, and natural landscapes are expected to take up a huge portion of the map. Altogether,
I don't think I'm going to play this game. Do you want to play this game? Does anybody going to play this game? I don't think I'm going to play this game. Like, it's just this open world games. Like, I want to play a game and have it done. Like, I'm okay with the completionist thing. I think I want to do a completionist run of Pragmata. But, like, these games where it's just, you're just going to just pour hundreds of hours into this game. Like, I thought Crimson Desert looks it looks unbelievable. Crimson Desert looks like such a cool game. Who's got hundreds of hours? Like, imagine reading a book, right? And the book takes you hundreds of hours to read. Tetris is 100. You could play hundreds of hours on Tetris. I probably have played hundreds of hours of chess, but it's just one game, then another game, and then another game, then another game. You know what I mean? Just playing one game for who's playing this game? Anybody got to play it? Don't play GTA, Nurse Rod. I don't think I'm not gonna play it. No, I don't think they're gonna get my money, especially because they fucked over the workers in today's May Day, and we're talking about the workers. We're talking about the workers, man. Don't play, says Smokin' Blondie. Why not, Smokin' Blondie? Tell me why. I want to know why not to play then. Why not play GTA? Why is GTA so gross? What is wrong with GTA? Why is it wrong to play? I mean, other games have you shooting people and they explode and they do all the gross stuff too. I mean,
the game world feels like a compact version of the entire southern part of Florida. You'll be able to travel across the Leonida Keys, Rockstar's version of the Florida Keys, stretching across a long chain of islands. To the west lies the Grass Rivers, clearly inspired by the Everglades, a massive swamp area that will likely play a big role in exploration. Then there's Ambrosia, an industrial district apparently controlled by a biker gang, and Port Gellhorn, a once popular vacation town that has fallen into decline and is now known more for crime. Finally, there's Mount Calaga National Park, a large wilderness area said to be located at the northern border of the state. And that detail raises an interesting question, because GTA maps have traditionally always been islands. So either Rockstar is being vague with their wording, or they might actually be breaking that long-standing tradition this time. There's also a more speculative theory. What if Leonida isn't the only state in the game? Some fans believe Rockstar could be hiding a second major region, possibly inspired by Georgia. That's pure speculation for now, but it's an interesting idea. A much more grounded effort is the GTA 6 mapping project, where fans analyze every frame of trailers and every bit of leaked information to reconstruct the map. I've been following it, and it keeps getting more detailed over time. Now,
that's crazy. It's too much. It's too much. Once people are doing that shit, it's just too much. GTA. It makes me fucking crazy. Emily, how you doing, Emily, over on Twitch? How you doing there, Emily? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Emily. I mean, what is going? Shooting robots is different from shooting people. That is true. I like the sci-fi games, you know. I like the sci-fi games. I want to play the Voyager game. Star Trek Voyager came out this year. I'm like, why did they make a Star Trek Voyager game? That sounds so much fun. There's like a Tuvix. There's even a Tuvix thing. I mean, I love that idea. Can you keep Tuvix alive? Do you have to kill Tuvix? What if you don't kill Tuvix? What happens? Like, I don't know. That sounds like fun, man. Typical reaction from the usual suspects. Yeah, I don't know why people are getting in. Like, GTA seems fun. Like, I remember playing GTA 3 and it was cool. It was fun. And then people just get like, they're taking their guy to the gym. Like, you go to the gym. I saw someone playing San Andreas and they had like their little guy working out at the gym to make his character bigger. Go to the gym. Just every time you feel the urge to make your character in a game go to a gym, turn off the fucking game and go to the gym. Like, that's crazy to me. What in the hell? It's crazy. Who wants to play fictional murder? I mean, if it's better than realistic, it's better than real murder, right? I mean, I guess everybody wants to play fictional murder. You don't want to play real murder. You don't really want to go to war, do you? Fake war. Fictional war is fun. Killing zombies and stuff, I think it's fun in games. I don't know. Games are, I don't know. I think games are cool. The stories are fun. I like those games. I don't know. It's weird to me that the games are always like, I don't know. This whole GTA is weird to me. I don't know. It's creepy. Twisted Metal. Isn't that like a GTA is serial killy? Yeah. I'm not gonna play it. I think it's fucking weird. I just think it just seems so. Just I hate the world so much. I just want to go explore this other world for hundreds of hours and just get lost in the world of Grand Theft Auto. It's a bigger world than ever. There's so much to discover. Like I've been watching that every once in a while. I watch this guy Big Sherpa on YouTube, and he plays fucking Crimson Desert, and it looks so cool. He does so many cool things in that game, but then it's like, dude, that game is just too much. It's just too much. We're just going to be living in these things. It's going to be like Ready Player One at some point, where you're just in the game all the time. GTA cars are the only cool thing. Cars are cool, right? Cars are cool. Remember Ender's Game? It's going to be like Ender's Game, man. It's going to be like Ender's Game.
Every year on May 1st, millions of people across the world celebrate International Workers' Day, or May Day, a holiday.
May Day. Today, that's May Day. I always like her. I think she's great. I think she's really cool. She always wears this, like, solidarity. She always wears the costumes from, like, the history of the workers' movement. I really like this creator.
Born directly from the fight for workers' rights. It began right here in the United States, sparked by the demand for an 8-hour workday, but ironically, while the world honors the day, the U.S. government has long refused to officially recognize it. On May 1st of 1886, over 300,000 workers across the United States walked off the job. In Chicago, police fired at and killed at least 2 striking workers. The next day,
the police killed workers because they were on strike. Get back to work! Never underestimate what the police will do to you. Get back to work! You can't make me work. You better get back to work or I'm going to kill you. That's America. That's America. You understand? That's where we are. That's the country we live in. You with me? You get me? May Day. This is May Day. We're talking about the workers.
A peaceful rally in Haymarket Square turned deadly when an unknown person threw a bomb at the police. The chaos that followed, known as the Haymarket Affair, left several people dead and shocked the labor movement across the country. The Haymarket Riot remains one of the most significant events in American labor history. 8 men were tried and found guilty of the bombing, though no evidence was produced to connect them to the bombing. Despite the tragedy, the movement did not die. The newly formed Second International, a global organization of socialist parties and trade unions, officially declared May 1st as International Workers' Day, honoring the Haymarket martyrs and continuing the fight for workers everywhere. Today,
yay, they honored the Haymarket martyrs.
And continuing the fight for workers everywhere.
All because they thought 8 hours a day was about enough. 8 hours a day. That's enough. And they killed them. People died for that. People died for the statement, 8 hours is enough to work for some other asshole. I need to have a fucking life and raise my kids. Smoking Blondie says, played Skyrim on one character for years before the hard drive was accidentally sold to the pawn shop. What? No. Who sells a hard drive to the pawn shop? No. Oh, no. The GTA soundtrack, Seduction. I mean, the soundtracks are kind of cool. Don't celebrate man's traditions. Okay, no problem. I only celebrate May Day for the workers. I only celebrate workers' conditions. I don't celebrate the man. I don't celebrate the man.
Today, May Day is officially recognized in over 80 countries. It remains a day to rally for better wages, safer working conditions, and dignity on the job. But in the US, May Day faced a deliberate attempt to erase it. During the Cold War, President Eisenhower declared May 1st as Loyalty Day in 1955, trying to replace the workers' holiday with a patriotic one. Yet workers never gave up. This year, workers and immigrant rights groups have organized May Day protests across the country. Meanwhile, unions still coordinate their contracts to end on May Day 2028, potentially building to a massive nationwide strike.
Yes, this is one of my favorite things that happens, that unions, they're not allowed to do a general strike. It's against the law to do a general strike because America. They're going to kill you if you don't go to work. If we all decided not to work today, it would be against the law. By the way, you shouldn't be working today. If you're working for the man today, if you're watching me from work, please, God, come down with a cold right now, go home. It's time to use your sick day. Go home. Don't work on May Day. Anyway, so the unions, they always organize, not all of them, but they often organize so that their union contract expires on May 1st. It's always on May 1st, International Labor Day. So if the companies keep doing shady shit, eventually they could have a general strike, and you'll have all sorts of unions at the same time striking in solidarity. Imagine that. Imagine everyone being on strike at the same time. That'd be like, what percentage of Americans are in unions? What percentage of Americans are in labor unions? About 8%. They hold labor union membership. 14% of adults live in a, let's see. God damn it. Stop. Fucking cookies. I don't want your damn cookies. No cookies. 8% of U.S. adults working and non-working say they hold labor union membership. 14% of U.S. adults live in a union household. So potentially 14% of America can just not show up to work. Imagine. Unions have been dying since the 80s. They served their purpose. No, they did not serve their purpose. They've been attacked since the 80s. What do you mean they've been dying since the 80s? They've been under attack. They've always been under attack. The fucking corporations and the president work together to destroy them because they don't like you having power. They like their friends, the billionaires, having power. If anything, the unions have more purpose today than ever. 18% in 1985. We need more people in unions, but hey, you don't actually need to be in a union to have solidarity with workers. Just don't go to work. Just don't go to work on May Day. That's that easy. Just take May Day off. That's it. Unions are being killed. They're killing us. They're killing us. And when you organize, they kill you. The Haymarket martyrs died so that you have an 8-hour workday. Died. I mean, come on, man. They died for you. And you're like, oh, they served their purpose. Piece of shit.
Today, May Day remains just as relevant as it was in the past. May Day is a call to action, reminding us that every right workers have today, from weekends to overtime pay, was won through struggle and solidarity. And it reminds us that together, workers still have the power to change the world.
Oh, man. Workers do still have the power to change the world. Let me see this. The union is just another mafia ran by the mafia. That's what they like you to think, God's runner. The religion is just another mafia run by the mafia. I don't know if you heard religion. They're fleecing all sorts of people, promising them golden ages. Religion is a mafia. It's a cult. But hey, at least in unions, you have collective bargaining. You have control over who's the boss. And some unions have at times been infiltrated by the mafia for obvious reasons, because they want power and they know they can launder money through unions. But hey, you know what? Unions are still the most important thing for the workers. Still the most important thing. Because they're going to kill you if you don't stand up, if you don't have solidarity, if you don't stick together. You either hang together or you hang separately. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. They get you go, oh, we don't need unions. Ugh, unions. Don't just trust your corporation. They're your best friends. It's funny. I have worked in union houses as a manager, and I've been a union member on and off throughout my life, and I've been in management where you're not allowed to be a union member if you're in management, but they always talk about managers' unions. Every place I've ever worked has talked about managers' unions. Man, I've never even heard of, it's never going to happen, right? But I wish it would. Even when I was at PETA, they're unionizing at PETA. The workers are trying to unionize, and so PETA just lays off people. If you talk union, they lay you off. When I was at Waldorf Astoria, I was working for Monarch Beach Resort and it was going to be sold to Waldorf Astoria, and they were like having union busting meetings, which is illegal, but I was in those meetings and they were just like, yep, if you see them gathering and talking about the union, you tell them to get back to work. They're not allowed to talk about unions on company time, and you're supposed to go and bust out. If you see anything that says anything about the union, you got to throw that in the trash, because they were trying to sell. They didn't want to be unionized in order to sell. They didn't want to have two contracts to deal with, right? But what's funny is like Waldorf Astoria, I'm pretty sure is union. Anyway, union jobs are good jobs. Union jobs are good jobs. Cities like it when a company brings union jobs because they get paid more. People stick around longer. They pay their taxes on time. It's good union jobs. Anyway, God doesn't run corporations. It's so funny because Jesus would have definitely been a union organizer. The guy was so anti-state. He was such an anarchist. He really would. He would organize the workers against the corporations for sure. But hey, this is what I mean. God's gunner. You are anti-Jesus, huh? You are about you hate Jesus, don't you? This guy. It's always funny. It's always the fake Christians that come into the chat and start saying vile shit, isn't it? It's always the fake Christians. It's always funny to me. It's like I went to religious schools. I was raised in the church, and these people can't comport themselves. They have no compassion for anybody. They have no compassion for their fellow man. No compassion for animals. No mercy. No justice. They have no hunger for justice. Jesus said that blessed are those who hunger for justice. Blessed is the peacemaker. The meek shall inherit the earth. Rich people don't go to heaven. They get through the gates of heaven like a camel through the eyes of a needle. And yet, these guys, man. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody.
And happening today, get this, schools are closed across the country and workers are calling out for May Day rallies as protesters call to tax the rich, abolish ICE, and more. Can you believe this? They're closing down schools so they can go out and protest. In Madison, Wisconsin, public schools are closed today.
Can you believe this? This is how Fox News. Can you believe this? They're closing down the schools. Yeah, because they're union. Fuck you.
Protesters call to tax the rich, abolish ICE, and more. Can you believe this?
Oh, can you believe this?
In Madison, Wisconsin, public schools are closed today, with 70% of the teachers' unions saying that they are participating in May Day protests. Our next guest says that Madison schools have crossed the line. Wisconsin mom Scarlett Johnson joins us now. Scarlett, thank you so much.
Madison schools have crossed the line. How dare they stand up for their own rights? How dare they stand up for their own dignity? Get back to work, you slimy little worm. Get back to work and shut your mouth, you slimy little piece of slug meat. Oh, God. I gotta smoke. How am I gonna smoke my cigar with all you protesters making so much noise, you goddamn slimy worms? Can you believe it?
What is your reaction?
I'm in shock, although maybe I shouldn't be considering the history of the Madison Metropolitan School District, but they are turning schools into political staging grounds, and this is where they've crossed the line. They're not just indoctrinating the kids in the classroom, they are encouraging actively for students to leave the classroom and go march.
Yeah, they should march for solidarity with their teachers. That makes perfect sense to me. It's almost as if they should just give us all the day off like they do in Europe. I remember when I moved to Europe, and they're like, yeah, it's May Day, we get the day off. What? Well, yeah, it's for labor, because if we don't, we're going to riot. So they give us the day off. But for some reason in America, we do Labor Day. Like, when is Labor Day? It's like the last day of summer. What day is Labor Day this year? What day is Labor Day in 2026? September 7th. Like, it's the last Monday of summer, right? Is Labor Day in America. And they make it this bullshit patriotic garbage. It's not even a real holiday, man. It's like, our Labor Day sucks. May Day is Labor Day. It's the international solidarity of the worker. That's it. You get the day off. Nobody should be working on this day.
In the streets with teachers, with administrators. It's just shocking to me the level that they're willing to take this to, their hatred for President Trump. And make no mistake about it, this entire rally, this May Day, Friday, May 1st, is all about, this is an
I could move back. Maybe you should, you know what? You should move to Afghanistan, man. You like having all this, you like being under control. You like having dictators. Move to Afghanistan, man. Go worship the Taliban. They love you out there. You already got the beard. Go. You already got the beard. Go to Taliban, man. Go to Taliban country. They love you out there. They think you're the bee's knees. People who worship the government. They love you out there. Go out there and worship the government, man. You anti-American weirdo. God, you guys are so anti-American, anti-Jesus. What is with you guys? Why do you hate America and Jesus so much, huh? Why do you hate America and Jesus so much? You hate solidarity with the worker? You hate solidarity with the worker? What is wrong with you? You think the workers are to blame? You think the government's the good guys? Man, you never read the Bible if you think the government's the good guys. He was killed by the government. The government killed him for speaking out against the government. And he was a working man. He built crosses for a living. Think about that. The story of Jesus is my favorite story. This guy born with the animals in the manger. He's born in a barnyard, and then he rises up, and the only job he can get is building crosses and tables and chairs. He's a carpenter. That's what carpenters did back then. They built tables, crosses, and chairs. He built crosses for the Romans. He built a lot of crosses for the Romans. And he woke up. Jesus got woke. And he's like, this is bullshit. What am I doing? What am I doing? Working for the man. And then the government killed him.
Capitalist anti-Trump movement, and they're using our kids as political pawns.
You know, Scarlett, I grew up in the South. If this had happened in South Carolina, residents...
Our kids are political pawns. Look at this woman. She's so upset. Oh, these workers. Oh, why can't they just go back to work?
Parents would have been up in arms.
Why can't everyone just do what the government tells them?
They never would have stood for this. They want their kids in school. They want the teachers teaching them.
They never would have stood for this. Actually, our parents, our grandparents, they had way more days off. They had way more. They were far less productive. They had far less working hours. They could actually afford to go home too. They didn't have to have 3 jobs. They didn't have to do DoorDash on the weekends to make ends meet. They did all right, actually.
Math and science, and not being out on the streets, skipping class to go protest and to be political. What's the reaction from the residents there?
The reaction from the residents is, I think, a lot of shock. It doesn't matter your political affiliation. You don't want your kids skipping out of school to go protest in the streets. And what's happening?
You don't want your kids skipping out and protesting. You want your kids skipping out and doing methamphetamines or opioids. You don't want your kid protesting and speaking up about the government. That's the last thing you want. You want them having underage sex so they can have underage kids. That's what we want. We want more underage kids, man. What are you doing? We want more teenage pregnancies.
Is that the teachers' unions, the Madison Teachers Union, made it impossible for parents to say no because they forced the closure of every single school in that school district. When teachers' unions created this petition where they said, we're going to call in sick unless you just shut down the school for this day. So instead of kids preparing for AP testing and their ACTs and SATs and the end of the school year, instead of educating kids, they're giving...
It's always so funny. This guy, God's Gunner, man, you are the most anti-Christian person in the chat right now, and then you go and you think that if you drop a thing about the rest of Paul's ministry, dude, you're anti-Christian. You are not like Christ. You hate Christ. Stop quoting the Bible. You're a false prophet, man. Try to live like Jesus. Try to be more like Jesus. Show me what you do that's like Jesus. Do you accept the sinner? Do you wash the feet of the sinner?
Kids toolkits, signs, and markers and saying, hey, let's go march in the streets against Trump. They're even having kids hold signs that say teachers should be paid more money. I mean, they're using kids as pawns, and residents are outraged. And they're upset. They shut down daycare.
They're even using kids to say that teachers deserve more money. How dare they use those children? You know what's funny is that, like, at that age, man, I was protesting when I was in high school. I didn't have my teachers tell me to do it. I just did it. You know what I mean? You just do it. Get the bug, man. You want to start talking about shit. You want to start having opinions, man. I don't know why. Kids can't have opinions. How dare they? Why can't they just stay in school and get shot like a good American child? Why can't they just stay in school and get shot like a good kid? That's what good kids in America do. They stand around waiting to get shot. That's what American kids are. That's it. Yes, thank you so much, Kathy Skywalker. Become a Sky City Rebel. You get all sorts of extra content, all sorts of extra streams, all sorts of extra shit that I love to give you. Thank you so much, Kathy Skywalker. You're unbelievable. I love you, Kathy Skywalker. Thank you for being a Sky City Rebel. Can I get green hearts of courage in the chat for my girl, Kathy Skywalker, please?
Hard in Wisconsin, it's not good. These kids need to be in class. The teachers need to be in class. Grade 4, only 42% are proficient in math.
Whose fault is that? Maybe if you paid the teachers enough, they'd be higher up. Maybe you shouldn't have gotten rid of the Department of Education. You got rid of that Department of Education. Oh, it's the unions. They're taking a day off for May Day.
Only 37% are proficient in 31% are proficient in reading. And then look at grade 8.
Yeah, that's true. You know why only 31% can read? It's because they got a lot of rural assholes up in Wisconsin. You ever been up there, man? The people living out in the middle of nowhere. They don't value reading. Reading? What you reading for out here in Wisconsin? We're torturing dogs. Wisconsin was where Ridgeland Farms is, where they literally farm beagles so that they could torture them, cut open their eyeballs with no anesthesia. They put gas masks on them and train them so they can be tested on. That's the type of shit they're doing up in Wisconsin, man.
Grade 8, down at the bottom of the screen, only 37% in math and 31% in reading. Those numbers are not good.
Mm-hmm.
These numbers are terrible. And every year, the Wisconsin Department of Instruction lowers the threshold. They lower the standards. And so they're even worse than what you see right there when you get apples to apples comparisons. So bottom line, the teachers unions aren't educating our kids. They're not teaching them to read. And when they're not allowing boys in the girls' bathrooms, which they do in this school district, they've eliminated girls' bathrooms. There's only gender inclusive bathrooms in boys.
Not gender inclusive bathrooms. Oh my God. What does this have to do with the workers? What does this have to do with the blood in the streets? What does this have to do with the Haymarket martyrs? What does this have to do with the 8-hour day and the 30-hour work week? What has this got to do with anything? Scarlett Johansson, what's this got to do with the price of tea in China? Fucking bathrooms. This is what happens every time MAGA gets any issue. They want to talk about worker solidarity. You're like, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we all had solidarity with the workers? Children need bathrooms that have gender identities on the doors, and that's what this is about. What? Why is it every time the MAGers, you know why? Because they don't have policies. MAGers ain't got policy. They ain't got ideas. Their ideas are the same ideas that fascists always have, which is get rid of the scapegoat so that we can have a golden age. Well, golden age is starting now as soon as we get rid of those people. That's what they do. They always do that. Not just the MAGers, every other fascist movement in the history of the world, from the KKK to the Nazis, they've all been the same. Get rid of those people and we'll have a golden age. Trust me, your weirdly odd-looking, charismatic leader. Trust me, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to get rid of those people. As soon as you get rid of those people for me, I'm going to make the world a better place for you and for me. And you know what we're talking about. We're going to make this place great again. You're going to feel German again. I mean, American again. I mean, Southern again. I mean, I don't know, white again. We're going to make America good again. I don't know. It's going to be a golden age. 1,000-year Reich. It's always the same story, over and over and over again. The Italians. We're gonna bring back the days of Roman Empire. Trust me. All we gotta do is get rid of those people. God damn. We're talking about worker solidarity, and MAGers are like gender bathrooms, trans people. Scapegoat. So when people are like, Scott, why do you say that they're like the Nazis? Because they're like the Nazis. Because they're doing the same Nazi shit over and over and over again. Well, you mentioned the Italian. Yeah, there's lots of Nazis, dude. They're not just Nazis like the traditional Nazis from Germany with the swastikas and all that. They're all the same shit. Even the Israelis now, as soon as we get rid of those people, we're going to have a golden age of Israel. That's the only way Zion, the promised land, will ever come to us. The promised land, as foretold to the Israeli people, the Israelites. We're going to have a golden age of Israel again as soon as we get rid of those people. It's always the same. It's the same story. God damn it. These scapegoating sons of bitches, and there's so many people falling for it. And they do it every time on Fox News. They're talking about workers' rights, solidarity, unions, that type of shit, and they bring up gendered bathrooms, gender-neutral bathrooms. God damn.
boys' bathrooms, when they're not hiding gender identities from parents. They're inviting kids to join them to protest in the streets. It's gone too far. A line has been crossed. And you know what, Ainsley? The parents are making their opinion known with their feet, because every year this school district has declining enrollment numbers, and they're projected to lose.
You know what, Ainsley? Let me tell you, they're just not going to school anymore. It's declining now because they're voting with their feet. Yeah. They're declining because no one's having babies, idiot. No one's having babies in America because we're a bunch of captive animals at this point, and captive animals don't like to mate. No one's having babies anymore, Ainsley. No one wants to have babies anymore because no one knows what tomorrow will hold. I don't have babies because I don't think that we can. I don't know what. There's going to be a Great Depression in a few years, man. It doesn't look good. Fucking forecast is not clear skies. You know what I'm saying? So we're all tied up. We're all wound up like tight little clocks. No one's having babies anymore. That's why numbers are declining at your local schools. It's going to be like that for a while. You'll have a bunch of empty classrooms. All those bungalows they built when we were kids, those bungalows, they're going to tear them down. They're not going to need them anymore. Because schools don't have, or they'll just close whole schools and they'll bust the kids into one school. That's also, they'll just close a whole school. Also, just as likely.
700 more students in the next few years. Gee, I wonder why.
They're pushing their agenda on our kids.
I just told you what they're pushing their agenda, that workers have rights, human rights and workers' rights. How dare they?
Clearly, they're telling them you don't have to go to school today, go participate in this march. It might not even be something that these kids understand, know about. Their parents might be conservative and not agree with it. The teachers' unions are pouring more than $1 billion, Scarlett, to left-wing organizations and political groups. Can you believe that? $1 billion to these left-wing
Can you believe that? No, I don't believe it. Where's your proof?
Groups. They're trying to indoctrinate our children.
State and local teachers contribute $1 billion to left-wing organizations and political. Which ones? What left-wing organizations?
Look at it when it's broken down with the National Teachers Union and the state and local. What's your reaction?
What's your reaction? State and local teachers unions from around America. $336 million is not a lot of money for all the schools we got. A national teachers union, $669 million to left-wing organizations. What left-wing organizations, Ainsley? What are you talking about? This is just fucking propaganda at this point. Just lies about the worker. Just lies about the working class.
I'm not surprised at all, because I've run for school board and I have helped numerous moms run for school board. And the number one opponent that we face are teachers unions. They have unlimited budgets. There's postcards that come into our state from all over the country. They're organized, they're well funded, and they have a massive attack campaign. We're just regular moms trying to make a difference. We're fighting against this huge woke Goliath. But you know what? Sometimes David wins, and I think they're over.
Sweet Havoc, maybe you're missing the whole point, dumb shit. Liberals, socialists, Democrats want those countries divided. What are you talking about, man? We're talking about workers' solidarity. And you're like, liberals and socialists. Yeah, socialists, they want solidarity. That's the opposite of division. Solidarity is the opposite of division. Literally, today is a day of solidarity, not division. And these idiots on Fox News, your friends, Fox and Friends, they're saying that, no, it's about gendered bathrooms for some reason. It's about the bathrooms and left-wing organizations that they give money to. But we're not going to say which left-wing organization. Which one is it? Meals on Wheels? Meals on Wheels, it's a left-wing organization. The Catholic Church, left-wing organization. Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Playing their hand here. Parents are seeing just how corrupt and political these organizations are. And I hope that they're realizing they should side with the moms, and we need to revoke the NEA charter as well. They have a federal charter.
Scarlett, thank you so much for coming on.
NEA charter, the National Endowments for the Arts. We need to revoke their federal NEA charter. The National Endowment for the Arts is there so that they can actually still teach art in schools, because they're turning us all into fucking robots. We have spent the last 30 years teaching kids to act like CPUs, and then we're replacing them with CPUs. We're replacing them with better bots. We trained all of our kids to be robots, and we're surprised we have a loneliness epidemic. We're surprised that we have all of these fucking problems with school shootings and suicides and overeating and all the problems we got. But we trained humans how to be robots, and then we're replacing them with robots. That's the problem. And now but the NEA charter, that needs to be revoked, because We can't teach the kids art. That's the problem. They start getting weird ideas about rights. If they start thinking about art and expressing themselves, they start doing things like protests. Art is protest. We need to revoke that NEA charter. Fuck that. We need to revoke it. We need to teach kids how to be robots. That's going to work. Yeah, the teachers union is a left-wing organization. Sure it is. Yeah. Workers' solidarity. Yeah, it's such a left-wing idea to have an 8-hour work day. Totally. Living wages is a left-wing idea. What a leftist wing idea. Fucking leftists want fair working conditions and fair pay. Sky, the games are training us to go to work and not be active. I mean, there's some of that too. Everything's training us. That's what schools is. That's what school was, is to sit down, train you how to do a job. The teachers union. What an embarrassment over at Fox. What a goddamn embarrassment, man. How embarrassing. Ainsley and Scarlett. There you go, Ainsley and Scarlett. Thank you for the
morning. Have a great weekend.
Great. Have a great weekend. Oh, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend! The whole idea of a fucking weekend was from labor unions, was from people who died in the streets demanding to have a weekend. Have a great weekend. Thanks for talking shit on the worker. It was the workers who got you the weekend. Those leftist workers saying that we shouldn't work on the weekend. You goddamn bast. You leftists. You dirty socialists. You don't want to work on the weekends. Have a great weekend. This bitch that just fucking got finished saying that we need to cancel NEA charters, force children to shut the hell up, tell teachers to shut the hell up and get back to work, that we need to take away all their money, and that there's no one's going to work or eat anymore because of these goddamn workers. Have a nice weekend. And this on May Day. Jesus. Like, these people have no idea of just the facts of life. They don't even know why there is a weekend. They don't know why we only have 40 hours to work in the week. They don't know any of that. They don't know the basic history. They don't know basic shit, man. Just basic shit. Ainsley and Scarlett. What an embarrassment.
Extra Emily just exposed herself to botting, and everyone is...
This is bugging me, this thing. I put this in here because it bugs the shit out of me. You couldn't pay me enough to teach those MFing kids with 30 plus at a time. Man, when I was a kid, some of my classes had over 50 students in them. 50 students in some of my classes. It was a circus, man. It was a circus. I love how this guy doesn't let facts get in the way of his... What the fuck are you talking about? This lady's saying, have a nice weekend, when she just got finished shitting on the worker. You're too young and stupid to know. You're too young and stupid to realize that the weekend is a thing that was earned at gunpoint. Yeah, I mean, there was some... Not every class... But when I was in junior high in LA, some of my classes had over 50 students. Yeah. Like the ones that they had to have everyone go to, like history class and history and science and English, I think. The big ones. And then once I got into like the better English class, there were smaller, but when I first went over, like the first semester, the English class had like 55 students in it. It was wild. Because I got kicked out of Catholic school, and then I went to public school, and some of those classes had lots and lots of kids in them. But I loved it. I loved having all the kids. I thought it was great, but I'm sure the teachers, we were assholes. We were just crazy kids, Just kids. Kids from all over. LA kids, too, 50 of us we would just be no respect for authority whatsoever in those big classes, It was wild. And I was a troublemaker.
Going crazy. Emily was sharing her screen during a normal live stream when she hovered over her open tabs. Fans quickly saw she had opened one of the...
Look at this shit. it's so wild. This is worse than Vosh showing his porn on his live stream. Like, dude, this pisses me off so much. Viewbot AI. Because I'm out here just like struggling with my viewership. I got people on Twitch and Kick, and like I'm just trying to do my thing and be a streamer and try to get people to like, hey, please, become a channel member. Please make sure you put a money in the pot. Please give me a super chat. Come on, guys. Got a Cash App and a Venmo. Blah 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 blah. But what do? People who are famous, the people who are really big streamers, they're straight up just cheating. They're straight up just buying view bots so they can pretend like they have bigger viewers.
The most infamous viewbotting websites in the background. But the drama doesn't end here. One of her mods then put out a false narrative saying the viewbot.ai window was actually an ad pop-up and not a Chrome tab.
Yesterday, a post about Extra Emily and the website viewbot.ai was posted on this subreddit, the original thread. So this is the original post right here, removed by a moderator. They stated, I removed this thread because it looks like the viewbot AI website is a pop-up from the 6-7 speed website that appeared when she opened to try to do the challenge. Anybody who believed this is a pop-up should have their internet privileges revoked. You should not...
Asmongold for the win here. I mean, what do you think? I don't think that's a pop-up I don't get pop-ups. I'm a streamer and I don't have pop-ups ever, and I'm online all the time. Well, yeah, there was a pop-up for this special on the 6-7 challenge. There was a pop-up for viewbot.ai. I never heard of viewbot.ai. Johnny, separate vertical and horizontal streams. Everyone wanted me to do a horizontal stream so that they can listen to me in the background because they don't like looking at my face. So I said, yeah, I can do that. So now we're doing vertical and that too. Sorry. Algorithm, quick dopamine hit equals worthless human. Well, we are all dopamine addicts. Yeah, I guess so. I guess why we got so many gooners and edgelords, right? They're just dopamine addicts, right? Is that what they are? These porn addicts? Are they just these gooners? Are they just dopamine addicts? Is that what they're doing, man? They're just 12 times a day. Like, how do you even do it? These kids 12 times a day, and then they brag about it. Ugh. Bragging about it's the weirdest part, man. You still see my face, Everett Tauscher? Thanks. This chat alone. Sky, same here. Both private school and public school had fun, but learned a lot. Great teachers are both, but some teachers not care for anyone but themselves, and that in both school systems. Yeah, of course. You got good teachers and bad, right? You never know. But this, it just bugs me that there are these streamers like Asmongold. Is he doing it too? Like, he's got so many people that follow this guy. Is he also doing view bots? Is that those people are actually not watching? It's just a bot watching? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening?
Hey Ben, how you doing?
This is the Vosh pit. This guy is the one who had his porn up during a stream, and
you've been watching the stream. How are you doing?
I love these streamers' backgrounds, man. They always got the weirdest shit. Look, he's got 2 silver play buttons. This guy, famous.
Yeah, about as well as you. It's not been a good news day.
So, what is up? I forget why we're talking.
Oh, well, a lot of reasons. Just PV's kind of been killing it lately, as with the rest of the Democratic Party, and it was worth giving everybody an update, as well as telling everybody how they can get involved right now in organizing, because I don't know if you were paying attention to stream, but we're all going to die.
Yeah. Wait, what is PV doing about El Nino, out of curiosity?
Well, we're getting a bunch of volunteers together, and we're doing like a human wall where everybody's just going to the coast of Florida and standing in front of the beach until we can just like have everybody like exhale and repel any hurricanes that come. So
is there a way to make Florida suffer more so the rest of us suffer less? Like, can we sort of cordon El Nino?
Cordon El Nino? Why does Vosh talk so weird? Why is Vosh, is he a chat bot? Is Vosh a real guy? Is he a real dude? He teams up with others too. I don't know how to team up with others. How do I team up with? I team up with someone on Sundays and Tuesdays. By the way, Smokin' Blondie's coming on Sunday. She's going to be on the Ethical Underground. Smokin' Blondie's going to be my guest on the Ethical Underground.
Into that one state?
Yes, but unfortunate, not for Florida. It would have to be Alabama. That is what the physics wonks have been telling me.
Understood. Also fine. That's also.
It's kind of like when you hear someone say condom and they say condom. They're like condom. You're like, I mean a condom? Cordone. Can we cordone Florida? Cordon. He means cordon. Not that, I mean, whatever. Pronounce words any way you want. I don't want to make fun of Vosh too much for saying cordone, but he's always so like. There's always something off about this dude, man. There's always something off about this guy.
Fine, yeah. Plus the Florida Panhandle, which is basically Alabama anyway. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason I wanted to come on is basically right now electoralism is sort of dying. And unfortunately, a lot of the more annoying sides of the left have kind of been correctly identifying that engaging with the system is not exactly the most valuable thing to do right now, which puts PV in a pretty interesting spot, considering the whole idea of it was, what if lefties did actually engage with the system? So to combat this, we've had to sort of go down to our roots and adapt to sort of we've had to really adapt to the times, because it can't just all be about elections anymore. Not to say that elections aren't super important, but it's to say that, there's a
voyeur culture has made people think streamers are not real people and should be good. I mean, is that what they think? That they're not real people and should be good? I think that people should be good, right? I don't know. Am I wrong about people shouldn't be good? Vosh has some weird takes on stuff, and I don't know. I kind of want to show more Kai Cenat stuff. I know I was making fun of Kai earlier, but Vosh, he's got this type of way about him that's just like gives me something's going on here, man.
Fall coming. It is very likely that
he's always like, be nice to cops.
Just the American system of democracy isn't going to make it through this moment, and we need to build something that is both resistant to that decline, but while also being able to participate in doing our best to hopefully prevent the decline from happening.
Yeah, I think it's important, like to provide the context that the apparatus of state power is a
You say wooder, I say wooder. Wooder. I love it when you're in the South. They're like, y'all want some wooder? Or like you go to, it's called what a burger, but they're like Whataburger. Where? I can't wait to go back to Texas. Get me a Whataburger. A what? The first time anyone ever hears someone from Texas, they're always like, "What's your favorite place?" A Whataburger. Whataburger. They always say it so weird.
Permanent feature of the world. There's no point in history before or from now on in the future where it will be irrelevant. And as weak as the Democrats are right now, eventually there will be a point where who is in office matters. And when that point happens, you want the good people to be in office. Like inevitably, we will reach that point, and you want Mamdani's in, not Schumer's. Even if right now it feels like a frustrating and cucked process. Like, oh my, I promise people that the future where leftists have completely abandoned these systems is far, far worse than one in which we, as futile as it may seem at some points, made an effort to keep ourselves involved. And that need's only going to grow with time.
This guy calls himself a leftist, but then he's always like, do what the police say. Do what everybody tells you to do. This guy's he's not a leftist. He's a liberal. Stop saying you're a leftist. You're not a fucking leftist.
So no, still extremely important to canvass to keep the uncucked people in. So Ben, tell me all about the wins. What have we been winning? How have we been winning? What have we been winning?
So PV's been winning a lot this year. We've been making connections with a ton of candidates. PV has basically grown over the course of 2025.
Crazy Jackjar probably says, "Whoa, I'm Scottish, Illinois. I love you, I always have. I want to marry you. I love you, always have. Want to marry you. I don't want to fight. I don't want to be a martyr." Sorry, Crazy Jackdaw. I love you. Smoking Blondie is a brand new member. Thank you so much, Smoking Blondie, for being here, being a member. Thank you so much, Smoking Blondie. You don't have to be a loner, but you do have to be a rebel.
I don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm a loner, Donnie. A rebel.
Over on Kick, we got some people kicking it over on Kick. Thank you so much, kickers and twitchers. Thank you so much. What do you think about citizen journalism? Do it. Go out there. Raise hell. Exercise your First Amendment right. Go. Don't stop. Don't let anybody else stop. Can I get some green hearts of courage? For Smoking Blondie for becoming a channel member, please? Sky City Rebels unite. Let's welcome a new Sky City Rebel. Thank you.
from just a small canvassing and phone banking org in a Discord server to now being one of the biggest progressive/socialist orgs in the entire country. We have about 15,000 members, almost all, by the way, from Vosh and your community, some from Dylan, some from Soypill, but the vast majority of the community is basically people who came from here. And it's been recognized within the political world as a major institution because of the wins that we've been having, like with Katie Wilson, like with Mamdani, which we played our part, but obviously weren't the bigger one, and most recently with Analilia Mejia. Now, I know everybody's not super thrilled with how that's going, but having personally...
This title was called, If You Don't Watch This, You're a Bad Person. Maybe I should make more videos called stuff like that. If you don't watch this, you're a piece of garbage. I need to speed this up. It's too slow.
Spoken with her many times, I can tell you that despite the J Street stuff, that is still a pretty big win. Because it represents our ability, PV's ability, and the other orgs that backed Analilia, to be able to push somebody through. It does not necessarily represent PV's ability to prevent them from getting corrupted once they're there, but we'll have to see how that develops over time. And there are a lot of candidates, like Analilia Mejia, like Jackson Franklin, who you were on with Dylan and Soypill a few days ago, like Graham Plattner, like Shoykat Chakrabarty, like so many other candidates, Matt Ortega, William Lawrence, Julie Gonzalez, Angie Nixon, Oliver Larkin. All of these candidates are coming out of the woodwork.
All right, yeah, this is great. Elect more Democrats. That's the answer. That's always these fucking Democrat streamers that kill me. Kitty, what is justice? What is truth? You create your own. Choose to believe lies instead of it was okay, I was there. Who determines right and wrong, says Terra Firma. Who declared that's all good stuff. Who determines right and wrong is great. Who determines justice? I don't know. Jesus said, blessed are those who hunger for justice. I guess, that's what philosophy comes in. That's why we have a show called The Ethical Underground. We talk about exactly this type of thing, and I hope you'll join me on Sunday when we do that. Today is Friday, and we don't normally stream as much on Fridays, but we will do a gaming stream. We're going to finish up Pragmata tonight, I think. I think tonight is the end of the playthrough of Pragmata, and it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it, killing all those corporate robots. I'm really enjoying killing the corporate robots and tearing down the AI. Elon Musk inhabited and colonized the moon and then made little robots, sentient robots that he could test things on and connect all the human beings with Neuralink so that he can hear their thoughts. Pretty nasty stuff. I really love this game that I'm playing. So that's coming to happen at 4 o'clock. And at noon, we're going to do the other show, which is Pick Your Battles. It's a call-in show. You could pick your battle and come in and talk to me. If you don't know, now you know, person. You could call in and check me out and talk about whatever you want. If you got something burning your soul, like you love leaving comments in here, do it. No, Sky, don't follow someone else. Do what works for you. Joy is 777. That's the problem. You see, I'm running out of runway, baby doll. We gotta pump it up. We gotta turn it up to 120%. We gotta start working on some things, man. We got a loyal viewership over on this channel, but we need a bigger viewership. And people like Vosh, he's a Democrat. Maybe I should become a Democrat instead of an anarchist. Anarchist, man, we're just not very popular. Everyone hates anarchists. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, Jack, your platform is excellent. Thank you, Mr. Good Citizen. I appreciate that. You should call in. Call in. At noon, we're doing a show that is in 2 hours' time. In the meantime, we're going to do a short members only Sky City Rebels. Please switch on over. We're going to do the Afterglow right now. Thank you, everybody, for joining Illegitimate Non-Carborundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down. Graham Plattner was standing next to Jack Cocherella. He tiny and tends me if the Lorax. Tends me if the Lorax. Well, I do like the Lorax. I don't know who you're talking about, but I love you. Sky, you need to put your pay accounts in the chat and on your channel. Okay, I'll do that. I'll put my pay accounts on the chat and in my channel. I'll do that. I don't think people are just going to start handing me money, though. And I'm putting 12 hours of this, 12 hours of every day goes into this channel. And I need to start, or else I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. If you like this channel, if you like independent media, please send money. Become a black belt member. That's the best way, I think. Black belt members unite. I want to do like Zoom calls with all the black belt members. If we get enough of them, I think that'd be so dope. Just as us, not recorded, not just like a brain trust. We talk about stuff. I just think that'd be so cool. Black belt members, and we just have a discussion where we can all talk and hang out online. I just think that'd be so cool. Anyway, thank you so much. Illegitimate non-carborundum. Don't let the bastards grind you down, because I need you, we need each other, and the animals need us most of all. And Godspeed, Rebels. And if you're Sky City Rebel right now, please head over to the Afterglow. It starts now. Godspeed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so friggin' much.